Oh, guys. There's a floor, Monty. There's a floor. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 19 of Blerd Talk. As you can see, me and Jay are flying solo today, but that's okay. Birds of a feather, we gotta flock together anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Agent Christian, you know what I'm saying? We not running the NWO today. We not the triangle offense. You know what I'm saying? It's Steph and Clay. Yeah, it's Steph and Clay. It's not Steph, Clay, and Draymond, Steph, Clay, and Kevin Durant. It's just Steph and Clay today.
And y'all, we got some stuff to talk about today, okay? But it is, I think our main topic is gonna be them. And we're gonna lead with some other stuff that happened this week. Jay, you this week watched The Boys.
Yeah.
So, Jay, why don't you go ahead and tell your boy about that? How did you like that, bro? How did you like that?
Yo, that joint was wild. I was caught off guard. Spoilers for people. I was
spoiler alert for everybody who hasn't seen. Yeah, it's a spoiler alert right here. So go ahead.
Yeah, there were certain things that I was surprised, and there were certain things that I shouldn't have been surprised of. I kind of figured his wife was still alive.
Yeah.
What happened to her at the end of it all was like a whoa, a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. The ending of all of it was a whoa, like for it to end the way it did. And I liked it was interesting to see it in a grounded perspective of superheroes. You know what I'm saying? To see that they got feelings too.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you the scene that really not got to me, but I think it's probably one of the most powerful scenes. Are you done? So you finished both seasons, right? Okay.
Yeah, I finished both seasons.
Man, you was cooking this week.
Bruh, when it's that good, bruh, it's going to get
worthy.
Yeah.
The scene when he's on the plane. And he says that he can't save everybody. And the dude is talking. And he's like, shut the fuck down. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Hold on. Keep going.
Go ahead. That scene confused me a bit because if he is basically a metaphor for Superman, he could have gotten under the plane and guided it down.
Yes.
So, but the but part about it is he used that situation to do is what made me go, oh, you know, like, oh, had I was able to blah, 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 you know, and join the army and be a part of the government, then things would have been different. But because of that, you know, this, that, and the third. So I was just like, yo, that's crazy. And
it's a good show.
Leah Thompson. Wow.
Wowzers.
Her role, albeit, was great. But I was like, damn, I ain't never seen Leah Thompson okay. But it was dope. What's my man name? Double M. Not Milkman. Mr. Milk. What's his name, son? Come on, man. The black dude. Had the goofy name. Is it Mr. Milk? His mom named him.
Wait. You're not talking about the running dude. The dude's.
No, the black dude that's not a superhero.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, the dude, but he cool as shit though. He cool.
Is it Mr. Milk?
I know who you're talking about. The dude who's with Carl Urban. They used to be boys, and I know who you're talking about. Okay, yes, I forget his name. I forget his name.
Is it Mother? No, it's not Mother. Yeah, Mother's Milk. Mother Milk. Mother Milk. When I heard that, I was like, "Yo, what?" But he was like strong though, like shut up. And I'm like, dang. But yo, that was crazy. Yeah. The whole like seeing the aspect of like the superheroes had feelings thing. Yeah, it was like, oh, okay. But that's really good. I'm looking forward to see where they go with the next season.
And that's how why when we was talking about Invincible, that's why I wanted you to watch The Boys.
It's very similar.
It's very similar. It works because you see, like, yes, they got to do their superhero stuff, but for them it's, you know, they got PR stuff to do. They got to do appearances. Then you got to see the appearances, like, you know, they brung on religion with the girl, and you know she like, you know, that's not me. But then when you see how she got her powers, you was like, whoa. Okay, so they over here like, pulling the Matrix out here. They farming babies out here, literally. So they farming babies. You're like, oh shoot.
I was like, yo, that's crazy.
And just to see how they can't be touched in the beginning, because you know when your man runs into your girl, like he disintegrates her, and I expect that because he's like the Flash. He's moving super fast.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I was like.
But that answers a good question, like I always had with the Flash. We always know the Flash clumsy. If he was to trip and he smashes into somebody, this is what's going to happen to him.
Yeah,
and this is what's going to happen.
And that's what makes it dope.
And that's what makes it dope. And I love how everybody got their own skeletons in the closet. Like, you know.
Definitely.
So I thought that was cool. But the show is just overall. His Mother's Milk, man. Your man, wow. So, but he cool. But I like that he's a black character that's portrayed as a family man. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that he's not just some regular old Joe Blow thugging their way out. No. He's smart. He know what to do. My girl who's deaf, yo, that's my girl, son.
Oh, yo.
She's nasty. She's nasty. No, and then when they caught your girl in the second season, they caught her slipping. The girl who was the Nazi. Well, they caught her.
Yeah. Yo, they jumped her, bro. They jumped her, bro.
Giving her to work. I was like, yeah. They was giving her to work.
The Frenchman and Double M was just standing back like.
They was like, bro.
Well, damn. They jumped her, bro. I said, yeah.
Yo, The Boys is grade A, like it's good TV, and that's why I know Invincible came from a comic book, you know, it came from, but The Boys is literally would be the live action version of Invincible. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted you to watch it, because I was like, when you last week when we said it, I was like, Jay must haven't seen The Boys, and then I was like, as soon as you said Invincible, I was like, watch The Boys, and you're gonna be like, oh, wait, I just lost this. Hold on, I just lost this. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
And the jump. Oh, there we go. We back on it. All right. So
very similar. Very similar.
I'm glad you enjoyed that thing. That was
that was dope, bro. Yo, when the head was popping off, when the head, I was like, yo, who is doing this? I'm like, yo.
She was, bam,
I was like, oh my god.
The blood got like,
I was like, oh my god, what in the hell?
Yeah.
I like The Boys. The Boys is nice.
The Boys is good. I can't wait for season. But I want to say this. If they are forcing a story after season 3, it needs to be done, because The Boys is so good. We was just on the timeline. We was just talking about shows that had bad endings, and I always say that Dexter had the worst ending out of any show I ever watched.
I never seen Dexter, but
oh my god! And then somebody brought up Game of Thrones, and then
never seen Game of Thrones.
Oh, you watch Game of Thrones? Then hip hop nerd.
I'm thinking about it.
Hip hop nerd brought up The Sopranos, and I forgot The Sopranos had a bad ending too.
I gotta finish The Sopranos.
The Sopranos, bro. You gotta finish that one.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you watched The Boys and all that. No, I haven't watched My Hero yet. I know that is finishing. I haven't watched Attack on Titan, because I haven't got a confirmed word that I can binge now. So it's not confirmed. So I'm waiting for my confirmation to say, hey, I can binge it now. Yeah. And those for those watching, I'm talking about binge the last season. I'm up to everything else. Yeah. I think we need to discuss Falcon and the Winter Soldier this week. Okay. The dude who plays plays the new Captain America, he nails that scene, bro. He nails the scene. I like how they start off with the action right off the get-go. Okay,
Walker.
I love how they start off with the action, and I love to see, like, they're trying to talk him down, and he's trying to explain to Sam, look, man, you wasn't dead. That's my boy. This is my boy from when I was first in the military, and he was like, look, I get it, but let's just, let's just die this down. Maybe they'll let you go with an honorable discharge or something. And he didn't even get that. Your man, you know what I'm saying? They got his benefits stripped away from him. I was like, God, you know. But somebody said a good point. And they was talking about the show. If he wasn't Captain America and the eyes wasn't on him would have killing that dude would have been fine. It would have been fine. It would have been fine.
Facts.
The fact that he was Captain America and people saw him was the trigger, okay?
Heavy to head.
Yeah, it was a heavy hit.
Heavy to head to lots of crown.
Exactly. And I'm just going to say this. I remember y'all telling me it was 6 shows. If they kept this, so next week is the last episode.
Next week is it.
I'm curious to see how they really going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Because I officially know it's going to be a season 2. I feel like there's going to be a season 2 because they're not going to be able to wrap up everything that we have discussed. You know, I'm pretty sure Bucky's going to go talk to the dude who he's been having ramen with in the apartment because after Falcon tells him, you know, make amends with the people and all that. Clearly, we're going to get the Falcon from the comic books when he actually takes up the shield. Isaiah Bradley said something that he said something I kind of agree with when he was like, they would have never let a black man become Captain America, and no self-respecting black man will become Captain America. And I kind of felt that. I was kind of like,
that was tough.
Your man kind of got a point. And
that was tough.
He said something real. He says, I went back in for those boys. And for 30 years, they experimented on me. And like you said, I applaud Marvel for opening the door to Isaiah, but he was absolutely right. He was like, I'm here to save these people. They wouldn't let no black man be Captain America. And he was right. And I understand why Bucky feels. I'm glad that he got that off his chest and told Sam how he felt.
That was tough.
It was tough for Bucky to break down like
that. It didn't even dawn on me until he said it, because I'm with him on it. Like, yo, I ain't even think about the magnitude of this, and based on your history and everything, right. and on behalf of Sam, on behalf of Steve, apologize. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, whoa.
And I definitely, I felt that. I felt
respect too.
Respect.
Because he's like, we just think about superhero. You should wear the shield. You're a great guy.
You know what? And kind of just like Isaiah said, what we had said on the show, you know, he says it. People ain't ready for no black Captain America. Just like we talked about, where it's like, people ain't ready for a black Superman. And he's actually ran into a comic book. It's the same. He absolutely said what we said on the show a million times. And the world ain't ready for that. And first of all, kudos to Bucky for shooting his shot at Sam's sister. your man gonna stand on the boat and be like, hey, I'm Bucky. He was fucking up. Bucky was trying. He was like, hey, I'm Bucky. And
everybody looked at him like,
Sam was like, wait, hey man, don't flirting with my sister, man. My man, Javon, yes. Your man said, Javon, the episode was on point. The shield technically, yes. Ming said, you know, Madam Hydra, she did say the shield is technically not the government property. She did say that. But we all know that your man is going to, now he's going to go with Madam Hydra at this point, because his government, and actually he said something smart too. He said something where he was on trial that was deep. That was very deep. He said, I did what y'all trained me to do. What you told me to do. And when I thought about that, I'm thinking, now, think about this. This man, John Walker, had all this military, like, kudos and everything like that. And they turn around and just, like, ask him. Like, they didn't even do it, like, publicly and then tell him, we're going to give you your benefits and everything like that. They just asked him. And he had a good point. He said, I did what y'all trained me to do. I said, damn. He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
But where I disagree with him is when you wear the stars and stripes, when you wear the shield that is of Steve Rogers, who has the greatest superhero movie arguably of all time. If you do something that go against that is Captain America, you got to get the axe, bro. You not Cap. You not Cap. It's okay.
You got to get the axe.
You Cap, but you ain't Cap. You understand
me?
The
stars and stripes means something. It means something.
Captain America stars and stripes, not the actual. We ain't gonna go too deep into that.
There you go.
We'll just move on.
I see where you was going with that. Homie. I see where you was going with that. But I thought this week's episode was very good. Steve was, said the same way. Steve was trained the same way as John Walker. Yeah. Like I said, I know there's gonna be a season 2 because there's no way they can wrap everything up then in here.
6 episodes.
It's gonna be 6 episodes. It's gonna be another 6 episodes.
We're gonna get another 6, you bastards.
Right, we're gonna get another 6 and then I will say though, I still get that feeling that we are just watching an extension of the Winter Soldier, and I love it.
That's a good way of looking at it.
I love it. Yeah. I think the show is put together so well. It's kind of grounded. Besides the super soldier stuff, it's literally grounded. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to stop these people who are, they don't see themselves as terrorists. But the minute you took a life, you became a terrorist. Yep. Javon said, yeah, he needed the axe, but it's hard to put what you go. Yeah, train to do overtime, right? So I'm curious to see where the show goes on the last episode. And when is Loki coming out? Is that further down the line?
A little bit.
Okay, so we're going to have to hold out.
I think it's a little bit of a wait.
Well, Loki. I guess I can't finish watching Big Shot. Big Shot was actually pretty good. I watched Big Shot with John Stamos. On Disney Plus. And that's pretty good. He says, not sure I agree with that. Was Steve's trained to kill? Because I doubt he was like John Walker. Well, I think Ming means by his military actions, like where he was trained. But go ahead, Jay. I want to hear your thoughts on this episode. Because for those of you, I feel like Jay is more in depth with the Marvel knowledge. Especially when it comes to Captain America and stuff, I can give you basic comic book stuff. I feel like Jay can tag it in a little bit better on your thoughts on the episode.
It was okay. It was okay. Whole lot of character development.
Yes.
Outside of the action of the first opening up, of course. I like where Darkseid Cap is going with Walker. He was in his garage making a shield. The post-credit scenes, I don't know what that's going to do.
But did you see that homemade shield he was making? I was like, boy! I said, boy! When he took his little metal,
looked like he went to the junkyard and just was like, I don't know what you're going to do with that, buddy.
But his welding skills are on point.
On point. So painting it was perfect, in line. You know what I'm saying? The whole color.
Big welding skills.
Okay, Walker. Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do with that, because and I seen a lot of people because it shouldn't even be 50-50, but I seen a lot of people bring up how they're laughing at him making a shield out of steel when the actual shield is made out of vibranium,
right?
Outside of adamantium, pretty much indestructible. And people was like, well, it doesn't matter about the material. Well, it depends on how you use it. Well, if I had adamantium and I go to punch you and you try to shred it, but it's indestructible, whether my punch is a technical punch or not, you're not going to shred my adamantium. So Facts. It doesn't really matter if Sam doesn't know how to throw the shield correctly.
Right.
The vibranium's just going to tear it up apart in the first place. So in terms on that aspect, I'm seeing it coming. It's going to have to come down to a super soldier fisticuffs.
Yeah,
but
it is.
We'll see how that go. She ain't gonna sell the boat. That made me laugh.
But you know what? I'm pretty sure one of us called it in the beginning in a couple episodes because she did all that noise. It was like, nah, we ain't gonna sell the boat. I was about to pull the Kodak Black. I was like, let me drive the boat. Let me drive the boat. Let me drive the boat. Like,
I peeped it. I peeped it when he said, "All right, there's only one thing left to do," and he handed her the paint, and she was like, "We got to stir it first." And I was like, "Yeah, okay."
And you know what? I kind of get on that because now she's saying that this was their heritage. You know, this was a part of them. And but Steve was trying to say that the whole time. But I get her too, because you know times were hard after the blip or whatever. So I get why she wanted to do it. So, but I laughed at that part too. I was like, because I said if it was me, I would have took the pain, but like, man, bro, I would have been like, bro.
I laughed when she said, "Well, we got to stir it first." I said, "Stir blue paint is blue. That's a solid."
Got nothing else to do.
Okay. And I knew what was coming. I was like, okay. Zemo, the way Zemo went out was cool. I was like,
that was the. I like how he didn't try to give a fight back, but and you know what it also does? It gives us Zemo's coming back.
He's coming back.
Zemo's coming back. So I guess that. But like you said, nice, classy send off. Like not.
It was classy.
It was classy. It was classy. I agree.
Yeah. And see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why sometimes I slander Marvel and I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Zemo, even though in the comics he is a cold-blooded bastard till the end.
Yeah.
This ain't that Zemo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He went out with class. He's a hero to me now. You know what I'm saying? And I have no issues with that. He's going to live out his days in Wakanda until they need him again.
Until they need him again. Yeah.
So that is cool. Zemo was entertaining for when he was there. He was freaking awesome dude.
Very. And I kind of like how he had a cold, but it said like when he shot that dude, it was no hesitation. He was like, "Nah, you gotta go, bow." You know what I'm saying? Like,
bow. So, wasted no time. I want to say lastly because I didn't have too much. It was light. Lastly, I like the shield training from Sam. The catching it with two hands was weird, but I'll get used to it. I understand it's different.
Because when he was doing it with Bucky, he was catching it with one hand. So I was
one hand. Yeah. He like,
hey yo, when that dude almost took off his hand, I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh. And I liked how they progressed it because for real, remember, Sam doesn't have the serum in him. So I like how he actually had to train to get the rhythm down. I like how they did that. I like how he actually had to train, and like when he threw it, because even when his first throw, it was all uneven. Joan looked like I was like, oh boy, that's spiral nasty.
See, it was like when he threw a direct one, he'll catch it with his one hand.
Right.
But when he ricochets it and will try to roll or do something else, things wasn't looking right. So he said I had to hold the two hands up on there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but I understand it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He's not a super serum, so he can't like just easily catch it with one hand like it's so easy.
Hey, bro.
And in the first, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. I don't know if I'm the only person that does this. But every time, like, Cap throws that shield, hits somebody in the face, I'm like, God damn! I can just feel the metal just go. Straight up.
Just like, dang.
And then they call that dude, his man's dying. Because last week I was like, nah, he ain't dead. Last week I was like, they never said he was dead. Me was like, oh no, he dead.
He dead. I was like, he dead. I was like, damn, yeah. And true final thought about it. When he had the conversation with Bradley, I knew they were leading to finally Sam taking on Captain America name and shield. The first thought that came to my mind, because his partner, for people who don't know, I can't think of his name off the top, but his army partner, the one he was talking to, he was like, yo, what happened to the wings? And then you remember Sam walked away, was like, you keep
him. Yep.
He is supposed to be the new Falcon. He is supposed to, he's supposed to be the new Falcon. So with me knowing that, my comic book brain's on, so I'm like, okay, so he told him to keep the wings, so he's about to be the new Falcon because that's what he's supposed to be.
Right.
So Sam's gonna put on the Captain America uniform, and the first thing that came to my mind was, that motherfucker is not designed exactly for him, and they give him the exact Cap outfit, I don't know how it's going to look on him because it might be a bit cheese, a little bit of cheese. But when Bucky bought him the briefcase, I think he's going to wear the Falcon Captain America.
That's what I think. I think he's going to wear that.
And I said,
exactly.
Okay, cool. We good. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's not going to wear the exact cap.
Nope.
At first, I was like, when he told him to keep the wings, I was like, they're going to put him in the cap suit?
Yeah, because in the comic book, he actually has the wings when he's Captain America. Right. He actually keeps the wings.
He keeps the wings. So that threw me off a bit because his man's is supposed to be the new Falcon. He's supposed to wear the Falcon suit. So when he said you keep it and he had the shield, I was like, they about to put Sam in the actual Captain America suit, and I'm like, are they going to like do a custom design specifically for him? Because I don't think he can. That's not going to look kind of cool with him wearing it. But then when they bought the briefcase, I said, all right, so that's the Captain Falcon America.
Yeah. And the way the show even sets you up to know that it's his new outfit, because they go through the whole spiel of how, and even when he flips the case open, I said, they're going to hit us with a Dragon Ball Z. I said, they're going to hit us with a Dragon Ball Z right here. The minute he opened the case, it was all I could hear was that announcement for Dragon Ball Z. Next week, Sam is going to put on the Captain America outfit. Will he prevail? Find out on the next episode.
Or Dragon Ball. Facts.
I knew the minute he opened it. The minute he opened it, I was like, they're going to hit us with the Dragon Ball Z, Joe, next week.
Facts.
Next week, Joe.
Yep. Because for people who don't know, in the comic books, Bradley wore the Captain America outfit.
He did.
But because he was the same size as Steve, big and swole, it didn't lose what it was.
Right.
Yeah, but Mackie, he like maybe skinnier than me or close to my size.
And remember, he doesn't have the serum in him, so it makes sense. He doesn't
have the serum in him.
He got to do all his shit manually.
Yep.
He got to do all his shit manually. Like
two hands. I was like, yo.
Your man out there looking like he behind the mountain.
Yo, you got one. Yeah, you got one hand. You got to get the one hand, son. The one hand is just.
I said, your man out there looking like a catcher with two hands, Joe. Hey.
Oh, speaking of one hand, I know we going crazy.
No, go
that little tag team move with Bucky swung Walker and then Falcon flew with the jet.
Oh my God! Hey, so I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They was playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance for that shit. They got that move from Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
That tag team move was hard. I was like, Bucky swung him. He just said,
that was hard body. That was hard body.
And Walker's acting in the beginning. You gonna making me do this? Why are you making me do this? Like I was doing what's right. You know what I'm saying?
But I thought when I thought about, I know we jumped back, but when that scene, because when he first gets into the warehouse, remember, he takes a knee. He's taking a knee and thinking about what he's doing. So he's like, shit. Yeah. And then he kind of like, let's get back to work. And right there, I was like, yep, the serum that took him over. Now and then I love Bucky's reaction, because Walker tells Sam and Bucky, y'all really want to do this? And Bucky, like the camera zoom in on Bucky, he like, yeah, we want to do this.
Yeah, we want to do this.
Yeah, we want to do this.
Bucky been saying this in season 1. Let's just take it from him.
Right. He even said it. Where you gonna take it from him?
He said, let's just take it from him. That joke was dope, man.
I really liked how they went into Isaiah's background with the whole thing, and you know that. And this week has been a lot of how can I put this? It's been a lot of things towards African Americans this week in the stuff.
You want to knock out Flash before we go to where I think you segueing into?
Did I see Flash?
What happened on Flash?
Just tell me something. Just tell me one thing that happened on Flash. Damn, I can't remember. Oh, I remember. Okay, yeah, I remember Flash. I got it. Killer Frost.
I don't remember.
It was
Okay. The dude is an actual bad guy. He's an actual comic book.
Yes. So,
what did he call himself?
Bio Dude. He got Bio Dude. It was so some whack name. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, I forget what they called him this week, but I like the way they were setting it up like Frost was going to like date him. I was like, oh, that's cute. But this episode was
Chillbane. He had his name. Well, I forgot his human name matched up with his superhero name. He just took out the first half of his name and called it the Chillbane. So he is a real comic book character.
Yes, he
but
is.
He ends up getting killed by Captain Cold because he killed Captain Cold's sister.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Chillbane.
Here we go. I want to tell you, the Flash just needs to end at this point. It just needs to end. Like, and I'm kind of sick with Barry. Like, I understand that the Speed Force is taking on the look of his mother. I get that.
I think I'm Professor Xavier because that was going to be kind of my interrupting question. Continue.
I get it. I get it. Well, Barry, why can't you get it? I understand it's your mother. I know you understand. But you should see this as a gift that the Speed Force takes your mother to be you and give you guidance. I know it's hard for you, but it's almost like you get to see her again. So why feel some type of way? See that as a second chance. Like I had a real problem with that because I'm thinking any person who would have lost their mother at an early age like you would have been grateful that the Speed Force took on your mother. I was like, why do we keep going through this? And then if you really had a problem with it, why didn't you just be like, can you pick another form, please? Like, I'm like, why, Barry, do we keep going through this? Why?
Look.
Man.
Already, without even giving it away, as you can clearly tell, I didn't really like the episode because I don't even remember, and I watched it.
I did the same thing.
So, but to what you speak about, and that's why I said Professor Xavier, because I'm thinking the same thing. I was going to ask you one of them, not rhetorical, but devil's advocate questions, and you already went with it.
We here, brother.
You had closure. You had closure with your mom dying. Now, this is where your Speed Force, keep going to the Speed Force part. This is where I'm with you now. You had closure with your mom dying like over 2 or 3 times, and the Speed Force was your mom for the majority of like 2 to 3 seasons before you poisoned her and killed her yourself. Why are you still like, oh, it's the Speed Force, bro? You saw your alternate timeline, mom. You saved your mom. You watched your mom die twice. Bro.
You didn't have more chances than anybody ever has seen their mother after something bad happens. And you just can't get over. I'm like, bro, you kill me, Barry. You're killing me, man.
Look, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why is he not grieving over his dad who was alive and locked in jail for something that he didn't do in the physical presence more than someone that I'm just confused?
I have a theory about that, but here it is. I'm gonna give you a line from one of the greatest movies ever made, The Crow.
Oh, goddamn, I know it. Go ahead.
Brandon Lee says, "Mother is the name for God on the lips and hearts of all children." So I definitely feel like your connection with your mother, whether you male or female, is always gonna be stronger than that with your father. Yeah, like you're gonna have a connection with your father, but I definitely feel like because your mother birthed you, and I just always feel sometimes. And then moms are just that, Yeah. And maybe because he felt that he got to see his father, even though he was locked up for something he didn't do, and never got out, and maybe because Joe was always there for him. Maybe he doesn't feel like he missed out on his dad, maybe. Right. So that's what I think it is. And I really think he really didn't have a mom figure because remember, Joe's wife was like in and out of rehab because she was doing drugs or something. Yeah. So I definitely feel like
he kept running back just to stand outside the house, even when he didn't change anything.
He did. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I get so mad about. It's like everybody learns from their mistakes except Barry. And like not only the Speed Force thing, but like his grieving thing. Like, I mean, he grieves harder than anybody. And I get it, that's a superhero because you take on your thing, but half of the situations y'all in is because you got us there, Barry. And Cisco actually said something one season that's really hit home. He tells Barry, it's every time you make a mistake, you can run back and fix it. He actually says that. And that's real because he does. He does. And just like the Speed Force dying, or when the Speed Force got infected, that was your fault. And you would think that the Speed Force show is your mother's face, that you would not portray that. Like but you did. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, but he didn't know though. When he poisoned the Speed Force, he didn't think it would go that. Because he allowed himself to get controlled on purpose, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But I guess he didn't think it that deep. Like Kid Flash did. Kid Flash was hip because he was up in Zimbabwe, you know what I'm saying, meditating with the Speed Force. So he was hip. Man. But I agree. I'm sick. I ain't gonna lie, son.
I'm sick of it.
I'm not gonna lie, son. Trust. I said this before they finished the first half of the Flash season into the new season. I said they are running out of gas. So I do agree with you there. But I am sick of, I forgot which episode it was early on, but it has never stopped. I'm sick of, this person can do this power and I don't know what to do, and I tried this and I tried that and it just doesn't work and I'm just disgruntled. And then one of the core characters go, guys, can you give us the room? And they all leave, and it's just one and that person that he needs to have that specific heart to heart with, and then all of a sudden, Eureka! I know how to beat them.
We know what to do.
And then they go and beat them, and it's like, dog. It's like, when that part of it, I do agree. It's like, bruh, it's just, come on. He got a problem with his mom's knowing how to flip the skillet for breakfast, bro. Let her flip the skillet, bro. Let her work the skillet.
She's trying, and her whole thing was, she wasn't even trying to be a douche. She was trying to help you out. You out. Like it's I'm not your mom. I'm your Speed Force. Right. We are still connected, but I understand how you look at me, but bro, Speed Force or your mom, I love you. Right.
Let me flip the skillet.
And then I like where they was going with Frost. I like how they was, they're actually giving her own, because literally out of all the characters on the Flash, Caitlin is probably the only one who hasn't really had a good backstory like Cisco and all them. Like she rarely gets an episode to herself. So I thought that was pretty cool
too. Shout out to Sky High.
Sky High. What you remember? You remember her from Sky High? Yeah, she was pretty bad. Yeah, I remember her from Sky High too. Yeah. I don't know. I just love her. I don't know what it is about her. I just don't know what it is about her. But I do like how they do the Killer Frost thing. But at this point, I can definitely tell they've run out of steam for the Flash. They're on a win now.
They're using the other Speed Forces. I'm sorry, not other Speed Forces. The other forces. The Sage. We'll see how they take it. But this episode. Nah. I'm less of an apologist than Scott. But I ain't gonna. I'm not like. I'm in the middle. Like you are like put Flash away. Scott is like not necessarily, but I see what you're saying, and I'm in the middle of like. I'm like. Yay and nay. Like I knew you say it right and you are correct. After 3 seasons of a CW show,
it falls down. I hate to say it. Y'all know my favorite show. Smallville took an L right after the 3rd season. It didn't take an L, but you could tell he's slow. It was going down. And that may have been the season where Carr got there. That may have been that season.
Yep, Arrow, same thing.
When Arrow first came out, I said it was unbeatable. It was a great show. Hands down.
Second best. Third. I got third. I got Flash ahead of Arrow. I think Flash is ahead of Arrow. Flash went an extra season of good to me than Arrow did.
Okay, I'll give you that. Because the Flash, y'all, yeah. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah. But still in all though, Same concept though. I remember the hype. I don't remember specifically if I was still up on Smallville consistently. I might have like dropped out of a few episodes. I remember the hype when they finally put Lois Lane in the damn show.
And look how long that took. Like, and then that took forever for Lois to get on there. Then when Lois finally gets on there, it felt rushed.
Yeah.
When she did get on, you know? So, yeah.
I remember that hype. It was like,
oh my God, it's Lois Lane!
Yeah, I say the first 2 to 3 seasons, I was like up on it every single day as possible. And then I started slowly catching it when I could. And then I think I might have stopped for a second. And then when they allowed Lois, I was like, oh, I'm back.
Yeah.
But then I missed the whole Doomsday. I don't know nothing about that.
You didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss nothing fancy. You didn't miss nothing fancy. That Doomsday joint was job whack. I mean, and I guess it's whack for, like you said, us, for people that know what Doomsday represents in the DC Comics. Okay? This ain't no regular pushover. This is a dude that learns from damn near every attack you do. So you had to damn near hit him with every attack because he's constantly learning. So that whole joint was out of whack. Having Zod on there was completely out of whack. Like that season was dumb too.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they had Zod on there, and then Zod took over Lex. It was pretty whack.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was pretty whack. It was pretty whack.
Right,
so that's why I say literally, and then don't even get me started. The last episode where we've been waiting for this outcome. We've been waiting damn near 6-7 years for Clark to put on the damn Superman outfit, and him and Warner Brothers at DC have some type of thing where they cannot show him completely in the outfit. So they show like him flying, but they never zoom in on his face. And he stops the plane, but all they show is like a floating head. So his head's just floating, look like some out of Haunted Mansion. Okay. Then even when he opens his shirt and it's the official S, they never show his face. And they just zoom in and boom, you get that.
They couldn't have done the Superman Returns where they just showed the figure.
Now they did a lot of
Superman
that. They showed a lot of the figure with the
like it's in the distance. Like in the distance.
They did a lot of that. They did a lot of that episode. So it was like but yeah.
They did the same thing with Gotham.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Not to spoil it. But Gotham still is a great show. It still is a great show.
I still need to watch. I literally stopped watching after. I need to finish watching Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham's still a great show, but they did it at the final season. They never showed
Bruce, like the kid being Bruce.
Yeah, nah.
I don't know what it is.
You just saw the figure. You saw the cape.
Blow it in the wind.
Yeah. You just see the joke. Yeah. You just saw the cape. Man. You ain't seen much else. Yeah.
Now, this next topic that Jay and I are gonna get to, and this is perfect because Scott didn't watch it, and that Scott is normally the third person that does it with us, but he didn't watch it. But me and Jay did. And Jay watched it before me, and I have a lot to say about this. For those of you who are watching this right now, I will maintain, me and Jay are going to try our best not to curse and overboard, but I did not put this on Facebook because I knew we was going to discuss this topic, and not a lot of people are going to be cool with this topic, but we have to discuss them. We have to discuss them, okay?
Yeah.
It needs to be done. It needs to be done. And take it from us, I feel like comic book nerds who watch this, we watch a lot of crap. And when I say crap, I'm not saying, I'm just saying in general. But the way they did it, I just think it needs to be talked about. So me and Jay are going to do our best, maintain our words. It's going to be very hard, but we're going to do it. So, Jay saw it first, okay? So Jay, do you want to go first or do you want me to go?
It don't even matter, bro.
I feel like we'll just cut in to each other. Okay.
Yeah, we could cut in. Yeah.
Okay, so and Jay, you got your phone right there. I can't think of the girl's name that actually produced the show, but I think her name's like Lena White or something like that. She's an African-American woman with dreads. Well, I think she cut them off now. But I think she's still a good writer because she wrote Masters of None. She's known
she
as
was
a
in
writer.
she was in Ready Player One.
She was in Ready Player One. Yes, correct. So
beautiful.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, she actually, I don't know if she produced or wrote Queen and Slim.
I forgot.
And
she worked on The Chi.
Yeah, and right, she works on The Chi too. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, I watched Queen and Slim, and people were saying that it was a good movie. If you want to be traumatized, if that's what you call traumatizing, then yeah. And them is, first of all, let me clear this up. Them is not a horror movie. Let's clear that up from the get-go right now, okay? And I want to tell you, Jay, this is what I was going to tell you about. For those of you, and this is going to be filled with spoilers, okay? It's a spoiler thing about them.
Yeah.
Them takes place in like 1963.
Something to that nature.
Something like that. Well, with this black family, man, woman, two little girls, they moved to a all-white Compton. The neighborhood is all white. First mistake right there. First mistake right there. That's your first mistake. Nobody made one phone call to even say, hey, how's the neighborhood? First of all, that's number one. You moved to an all-white neighborhood. Okay. 2, the show is very, very traumatizing for African Americans. And let me say, they deal with a lot of racism, a lot. And I get it. I understand that's what was going on back then. But it's like I was telling my boy Larry, we done read about it. We done seen it in 1,500 movies. I don't need to keep seeing it get more advanced, because now TV can show you a lot more crap. And there's a rape scene in there. And I definitely was triggered watching it. I was really triggered. And I'm going to tell you why I'm triggered. In the episode, her name is Luck, and a white woman and 3 men come into the house. Okay? And she has her little baby with her, Chester. Oh, it's even hard to talk about.
Bruh.
They rape her, and I mean, you could tell she's clearly being raped. The white lady takes the little black baby, Chester, puts him in a sheet, like in a pillowcase, and they toss him around the room.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my God, it's pretty damn bad. It's pretty damn bad.
Not to laugh. I'm not laughing out of literal, like, I'm not laughing literally. I'm laughing because to know the wavelength, the feelings of, we felt the same way when I first watched it. That's why I'm like, it's like,
I'm sitting here like, wow, Amazon, wow.
I'm clutching. I was clutching.
I'm clutching. And
I'm clutching, bro. I'm like,
and the scene takes forever. I even walk out the room.
I almost
come back after I get my fat ass a snack. I come back and the scene's still going on. I'm like, what the fuck? I said I wasn't gonna cuss.
So there was a couple scenes in that show. Bro. I was about to fast forward.
Yep.
But out of respect for Miss White, Miss Waith, and Lil Melvin, I was like, I'm gonna sit through it. Yeah, I'm gonna sit through it. But that was the main cat in the bag.
I mean, cat in the bag, and they're swinging. And y'all, the baby is no older than 1. No older than 1. They're twirling them around in the bag, tossing around the room, and then they just drop it, and all you see is blood on the sheet. Okay? It's very hard to watch.
As soon as the baby stopped crying.
You know right then. And Jay, I was going to tell you that it's really not a horror movie. What they did, I want to tell you what they did. This was literally just a racism thing to show you how we were in 1963, how they were treating black folk. And they just decide we're going to throw some supernatural stuff in there. Because literally the supernatural part of it doesn't have anything in the world to do with the show. Nothing.
Nothing. It's The Walking Dead. The zombies don't matter. The supernatural don't matter. It matters, but it's not that big of a deal. And that's not what it's about.
You sat me through 10 episodes and the outcome is nothing. The outcome is nothing. There's literally standing on their front porch looking at all the white people and nothing comes of it. I thought the damn supernatural entity was going to give her some superpowers. She nails everybody down, all the white people in the neighborhood, we move on.
Well, she did have superpowers, but you know why it's like that? Because what's that show on FX that everybody like? Where every season is not the same thing. What's it called?
American Horror Story.
That's how them is. The second season is going to be a completely different everything. It has nothing to do with it. So it ends. That's the ending. Would you
even call it superpowers? Because even though she went into the closet and everything with the Joan, would you even call that the superpowers? She just knew what she had to do at that point. So
I guess, man, the fire coming up to keep the white people away from her so she can get in the house. That was her.
That was definitely her. But I feel like that was never, because if you were after all this, after what they did to you and your family, I thought you would have took the fire to the street and torched everybody. Because I'm like, oh, well, you just outlined in the yard. Oh, that's all right. Okay. Why not just use it to torch everybody that did all the bad shit to you?
I would have done it. Based on how that show went, I would have done it.
In the show, I mean, y'all, it's so many triggering things. It's the scene with the baby. It's the white people in the neighborhood hanging up black dolls by the rope, and then they put it on their house. Then it's him going to work. They don't invite him to the party because, of course, he's black. And like everything about the show is just triggering. And I don't even feel like it wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary. So you had me watch 10 episodes of racism that wasn't even necessary. And then what's really messed up, somebody compared it to Lovecraft Country. Somebody said, well, y'all sat there and watched Lovecraft Country, but you have a problem with this. Let me stop you right there. Lovecraft Country had nothing, okay? There was an outcome in Lovecraft Country. Everything they ran against, they were going for the supernatural stuff, but they ran into the racism. And yes, the racism was triggering, but it was nothing like that.
Correct.
Lovecraft Country had nothing like that. Maybe,
and there were some wins. Just like you said, outcomes. There was some outcomes. There were some wins. They were like, we did good. We good. There were moments of that, but there was no moments like this is just happening just to be happening. It literally was. And I'm not saying I get it. Our ancestors went through that. I get it. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm fully aware of it. But I hate that we have to keep sitting through it. I hate it. Why was we keep sitting through this? And then you label it as something supernatural. Not even close. Not even close. Yeah,
so
agreed.
It's traumatizing. It's triggering. Oh my gosh, just to know. Y'all sat there, pitched this to Amazon, and nobody from Amazon was like, I don't know, guys. This is a little much.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I definitely feel like some people should be like, and I wasn't there. Maybe somebody did say that, but their voice just went unheard.
No. They have been experiencing a certain amount of backlash of what they did being deemed very disturbing.
It was.
So it's not disturbing. Just you. It's not just you. It's like it was outrage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not like, oh, it was disturbing, but it's okay. It was like, whoa.
Oh yeah, it was whoa.
This was a bit much.
This was a way bit much.
Hold on.
This was a lot. This was a lot.
Hold on.
This was a lot. I'm talking about.
I love your perspective, because remember last week when I spoke about it, I said that I felt the same way, but I was speaking from purely entertainment of this shit ain't no supernatural shit. The regular racism shit they was going through was the shit that was poking my nerves. You know what I'm saying? Remember I said that last week. I said, yo, it's nothing to do with it. I I said it's not even scary.
I jumped at one time when the Mrs. Vera came at the girl. I was like, oh, okay, that's a little bit scary. I'll take it.
Yeah,
but literally, the guy with the black hat, Miss Vera.
Yeah,
they served no purpose. And I know people are going to say, well, the house was this, and because it was the same land. We've been there before. Spirits on the land. We've been there a million times. They ain't nothing new. Nothing new.
Yeah.
So
the supernatural stuff aspect of it was pretty much cut and clean, drive. You've seen your average Conjuring.
Yeah.
The Poltergeist 2 was built. They rented the house that was built on an Indian graveyard, and that's why the ghost was coming. So that part of it, I agree with. That's why I said the supernatural. That wasn't even scary, but the real life, like IRL, real life racism that they were going through
was real.
That's what was disturbing.
That was like, really disturbing.
What? And that always does. That's more scarier than an actual scary movie to me. It is. And that's what creeped me out. I'm like, this is sick.
Just even
give me a baby.
Didn't the little girls what they had to go through? Okay, like the girl in the school with the white paint. I was like, And then she dipping her hand in the paint. I'm like, bruh, you gotta be kidding. Then the little girl in school with the, they asked her to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, then cat in the bag. And then because you know what cat in the bag means, it's triggering me all over again. Because I'm like, oh my God, not this again. And every episode, y'all, I really had to think if I really wanted to continue watching this. But Jay finished watching it.
I don't know how.
And Jay kept on saying, I remember him being like, the racism part was really blowing you. I said, okay, well, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I wonder, it can't be as bad as 12 Years a Slave. It can't be as bad as the way that Love Country made me feel with that one scene when they had to get to the line before dark. I'm like, okay, it can't be that bad.
And by the way, about that particular scene, I see what y'all mean. But after seeing how that wasn't even that heavy to be after them, that was like,
after watching them, it's really not that heavy. It's really not.
I was like, oh.
And then once again, Lovecraft Country had Endgame. It had Endgame.
Yeah.
There was a purpose for all this.
Yeah.
There was no purpose in this. If you just wanted to make a movie about racism, you could have just said that. You could have just said that at this point. You really could have.
Yeah.
And it's triggering. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I had to really collect myself afterwards, because damn near my eyes was in tears. I'm like, oh my God, I can't watch this.
You saw me last week when I said, yo, I just finished them and I am jacked up. I'm like, yo, I need to.
It's really traumatizing. It really is.
Woo!
And
I'll never watch it again.
Yeah,
I'll never watch it again.
But it's the same thing as Queen and Slim. I'll never watch Queen and Slim again.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
I'll never watch it again. I can't do it.
I'm done. And I'm not doubting that your girl, I think her name is Lena White, something like that. But
you got it.
I'm not knocking her writing skills. What I'm knocking is, it seems like everything that's attached to her.
Lena Waithe,
that's her name, Lena Waithe.
Yeah.
And she was a great writer on Masters of None. She did good in Ready Player One, but I feel like anything that she produces, especially if it's African American stuff, you're gonna hate it because you're gonna be. And I'd say you're gonna be hated because it's gonna make you triggered. It's gonna make you feel some type of way. After Queen and Slim, I was like, I'll never watch this again. And people were saying, "Oh, this was a good movie." No, it's not. No, it is not. It's triggering. It's triggering. Just like them, it's triggering. I can't even sit here and tell somebody. I don't honestly think I can say one good thing about them.
Wow.
I honestly don't think I can say one good.
Wow.
Okay, I lied. I did like the part where when she finally got on the bus and she went to go see more black people in their own community. I thought that was cool.
Miss Michelle Job Parker. Oh my God, I love her so much.
Love her.
Yes, I know who you are. Yes, I do. She's beautiful. Love you, girl. I love. Man, go ahead.
And it's really triggering. I don't know. It's because I got older now. And I just like, oh shit, this is really, wow, this is it. This now I see why everybody's talking like, and people are, I see a toss up between people saying it's good and it's bad. I'm trying to figure where the toss up is because I'm thinking, well, what's good about it? Like I'm really trying to see what's good about it. And somebody was like, oh, it's a good supernatural story. No, it's not. We done seen that a million times. There was nothing different about it. There was nothing different.
Parker. I'm sorry, I said Michelle. Paula Job Parker.
So there was nothing.
Love you, Paula.
Love you, Paula. I honestly can't say that. To me, those 10 episodes kind of was a waste of my time.
Wow. I can't disagree with you. See, man. This is such a loaded thing to talk about when it comes to them because this really comes down to preference for real. And it's just, you use the right word, triggering.
It's very triggering.
And there are certain aspects of what happens to us as Black folks that, you know, even when I know it's entertainment, it's just something that it's hard to sit through.
It's hard to sit. Yes, it's very hard to sit through. I agree.
That rape scene, cat in the bag part. I promise you, on everything I love, I almost fast forwarded it. And it's me hard. Me being who I am, it's like I sat through so many movies that had similar aspects of it, and I sat through even goofy, with all due respect, white movies that maybe I shouldn't even have sat through or even champion. So I was like, it'd be disrespectful for me to sit through all that bull and not sit through this. And so I sat, you know what I'm saying? So I sat through that cat in the bag scene, and I was like, I was clutching, bro. You know, in most movies and shows, they always do the goofy trope of a pregnant woman. When you grab her hand, she'll squeeze and rip your fingers off, or she'll rip the whole thing. That was me watching that scene. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I was hoping whatever happened to her baby was supernatural because I'm thinking there's some supernatural things going on. And it was, but it really wasn't for real. It wasn't.
It really wasn't. And I guess I was kind of hoping to say, because I ain't gonna lie to you, most people who are African Americans already know what was happening. She's in the house by herself with the baby. The white people roll up. We already know what's about to go down right here. It already sets the stage. That's what I'm saying. Most of us already know what's going to happen. Okay. Then it happens.
It happens.
And there was no prep to her either. Because even if we're getting into that, why didn't you pick up a knife? Why didn't you knew what these dudes were coming to do. Okay. Then it happens. Then you're just like, my God, okay. And I'm thinking, like I say, at this point, I'm watching it, and then the minute the lady starts to put the sheet over the boy, I walk out. I'm like,
yeah.
I said, let me go get a snack. I go get a snack.
I thought she was going to kidnap the baby,
something
bro.
like that. Yep.
I was like, please just kidnap the baby. Like,
so imagine my surprise when I get back from getting my snacky, and they're swinging the baby around and tossing to each other.
And then they couldn't go get vengeance because they were surrounded by the KKK. Remember, they had that conversation right outside the house. They were like, we pull up, and even if we do get them, the KKK gonna be on us. So it's like, we can't really pull up for real.
And then even with her bringing, and I don't know why they try to act like it was something crazy, but even when the baby
1950s.
Not even that. Like when after you see that she spent all her time outside at Chester's grave, even because when she comes into the new house, she puts the Chester, his little box. I knew right then and there that was the baby. I knew right then and there.
Oh, you did? You did?
I knew right then and there. Because what else? Why would you hide? Why would you hide? Like maybe like his toys and stuff like that. Why would you hide that? That's like a memorial for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and that's something the dad would want to see. I knew the minute she put that in the box, I was like, that's Chester's body. That's Chester's body. I knew it right there. I knew it right there. I knew it right there. And so when I tell y'all that the supernatural aspect of it was completely off, there was no reason for it.
Yeah.
And then that scene, when you actually see who the man in the black hat is. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. A black man and a black woman. Now, remember, the movie takes majority of its time in 1963, where they go back and tell you where the man in the black hat goes, and that's like back 1930, something like that. So a black man and a black woman come up, their horse carriage breaks, the wheel breaks off, okay? Mm-hmm. So they stop at this town, okay, and I'm not going to say they're Amish, but it's just a religious town, okay?
I think they were Christian, or they thought they were Christian.
They thought they were Christian, exactly.
Yeah, that ain't Christianity.
Not at all. So the black guy, they're trying to dig water for the well. Apparently, the man in the black hat is talking to God. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Not my God. He ain't talking to my God, but okay.
What? A God.
He's talking to a God, right?
Not the God.
So
not the good guy.
Not the good guy. So the black guy tells him, "Hey, keep digging, you'll hit water." Apparently, the town hasn't hit water for a couple weeks, and they get nervous. Mm-hmm. Bam, they can hit water. Done deal. Of course, the black man found water because we've been out there in the woods forever. We know what to do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
You
put us in the damn storm. We'll maneuver out there, John. That's what we do.
Man, what?
That's what my people been doing for years.
Selling water to a well.
Sell water to a well. You heard Jay-Z say. Then
what?
Something comes over the man in the black hat, and he starts seeing the girl as a demon or something. Okay? So he asks God, like, God, show me the way, something, boom. He finally realized that they demons. And this is another triggering part, okay? They get him into town. They're in like a church or something. They say they must be punished. The guy takes a red hot poker that he didn't put over the fire, burns their eyes out. That wasn't enough though. That wasn't enough. They burn their eyes out. They hang them and then burn them. But the black girl curses them. She curses them before she dies. And do they cut away from them being hanged and on fire? Nope. So literally for a whole minute or two, you can see them hanging and burning, and then they squirming. It's just like, wow.
Do you let me ask you a philosophical question. Mm-hmm. Do you think that Lucky and her husband was in some sort of way a spiritual descendant of those two that cursed them? Because remember, I'm gonna get into this a little bit later. But the crazy white chick, the leader crazy white chick, remember she kept saying the whole show, my descendants built this place. My descendants is from this place. She did. This, that, the third, da. So that might have been like a timeline of, okay, you got us way back in the 50s, but mine, okay, here we are coming back. You know, remember, black families tried to move in there around there, and they took the L. But these two in particular
did not take the L. And maybe that's like you said.
They did not take the L.
And that's another thing about like all these other black families moved into the house prior, or it was two other black families, or it wasn't one, two.
Yeah. Well, one moved into the area, but not the same house.
Okay, not the same house. Okay, right.
You saw what happened with them. You saw she killed her own family eventually. But that was because the man in black.
Right.
Yeah, she met the man in black. Yeah, the man with the black hat.
One girl the man in black was traumatizing her so bad. They got to her family. She poured bleach and chemicals on them. Her son and the father were like drenching in it, and they started coughing up blood. And I'm like, oh my God, okay.
And not to curtail, but speaking of, did you see the political side of selling the houses to them? The government, the contracts. Did you see that?
We didn't even. So
it's so many messages they put in that show. They did 10 episodes.
They did, and that was a scary part too. To know the contracts they were writing up for the black folks, y'all. Oh my God! It was like
that was crazy.
Oh shit! Like that was the scariest part. Well, yeah. I'm not saying like, but that part.
Either they're going to get a better job and pay this house and make us rich, or they're going to go broke because they're black monkeys and sell and still make us rich, and we're going to put them in debt.
It was wild. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
I see some.
What? We done wrote you out the script. Everything.
Okay. The script.
Well, I don't know, Scott. We on to them, so you may have to sit back and. Did you ever watch them? I take not. Yeah, the contracts that they were making for those. What? Oh my God, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
What? That was no bad. Other mixed or black.
Did you see that on the contract? The contract said that no blood of no Negro or something. And then when they was explaining it, they was like, "Oh, no, that's just old words. Just mark over it."
Woo!
Oh my God, bro.
That was crazy. There's another trope that they touched on briefly, but they didn't focus on, which I will bring up. When she made my man eat the pie. Yo.
That was triggering. Yeah. And so
you can't hear Scott? Oh, you don't want to hear because we spoiling?
Oh, you're not trying to hear. Okay. Yeah, because this one
I'll wait till the next segment. Even if y'all covered a lot, I just want to come on and say hello to my brothers and
it was good. We
sorry.
It's okay, Scott. Yeah. We still love you regardless. In fact, you can stay afterwards because I do. We talked about a segment of The Flash that I want to get back to you on, but we got to talk about this first.
Yeah.
So do you want to come back? Do you want to come back?
Yeah, you want to come back. If you don't want to spoil the them, then don't come back.
Mute your mic and turn off your camera.
Here's the thing. I'm going to get into, was it them? They?
Them, yes.
Them.
I'm going to watch it. It's only 10 episodes. I'm going to eventually get into it.
It's only 10 episodes.
Good luck.
It's only 10, right?
No, it's only 10. It's gonna feel like a lifetime, but go ahead. It's gonna feel like a lifetime, but go ahead.
I'm going.
That's why I'm laughing. Only 10 episodes.
I'm actually going to try to start it tonight. I got my work done.
Okay.
Instead of that, I just caught up on Invincible, so I'm okay.
Okay, good, very good. All right, yeah, we'll catch up with you then.
Yeah. But
don't forget to mute the mic and
the pie scene.
So, and I'm going to tell you that I don't know if his wife was being taken over at that point, because remember that's kind of like in between, because she was a little bit upset. So I don't know if she was doing that on purpose, but that's very triggering when like he even tells her the whole point of why he can't eat sweets.
Let me put the sub message, and I'm just guessing. I'm gonna throw my personal opinion of why that scene was in there outside of what you was talking about. I think they were trying to, if you notice, there wasn't too many women hating scenes necessarily in the movie when it came to black on black or white on white, right? It was interracially, of course, but not not within each other.
Race,
right. I think that was a scene of like, we hear all the time what black men would do to a woman. But we never hear about what a woman can do to a black man and how what they do can affect a black man. So her serving him the pie and him eating it, in spite of the fact that the mustard gas made him not be able to deal with sweets.
I won't let you go. Don't lose that thought. But I'm just gonna finish for Jay. The reason,
but Jay and Josh, y'all both like very expressive. I don't know what you're saying, but y'all talking with your hands, so it's
I'm sorry, but I
don't know what you're saying,
Scott,
but when y'all ready, just give like a thumbs up.
All right, we got you.
But look, he'll never understand. The facial expressions is not going to be enough. It's not even enough. We can still do it. It's not enough.
The hollering look like you're hollering and screaming, but you know what? I don't hear nothing.
Trust me, it's nothing. It means nothing until you watch it. It means nothing.
And it's funny you said that because for people who don't know, her husband was in the army.
Yeah.
And they mustard gassed him. And for those of you who know your history, black people got experimented on a lot because, so he says that the mustard gas, like it was almost sweet and he couldn't deal with it. So it triggered him every time he watched it. Or every time he was still something sweet, it would trigger him. So his wife bakes him a pie.
On purpose.
On purpose. Okay.
Piss him off.
Now that's not the first pie. The first one she didn't know. So the first one, he sees the pie that his daughter helped bake and he tosses across the room, but then he tells her why he did it. Yeah. Well, fast forward a couple years, she makes him a pie. She bakes him a pie on purpose.
And smiles.
And says here the whole time.
Because women do that, with all due respect. And I mean that in a metaphorical sense. I'm not trying to be that guy. You know why I'm not trying to be that guy? Because we do the same thing to them. We do the same thing to them. But that's not, but the other side of it is not portrayed when a woman can be just as much of an asshole as a man. Yeah. So that was like, so y'all so used to the man being an asshole. Well, we're going to flip it. The chick is the asshole.
And she flipped that one real good because your man, he sat there, tears coming down his eyes, and because he knew look, not one person could say they was being the bigger person. Because I would have looked at the damn pie like, you got it, my bad. But he didn't do that. He continued to eat the pie, knowing that his PTSD was going to kick in, and he continues to eat the pie. So he's crying. He could barely eat it. He's shaking. And at first, his wife is just like smiling. And I'm like, oh my God. Then after he is getting down to like the little pieces, she finally realized what she done. And I'm like, bro, this was a lot.
And what made that scene bigger for me is, and I'm gonna go deeper. What made that scene bigger for me was there was no resolution, there was no argument, there was no conversation. He went back to work the next day. He bought her a fucking TV and thought it would make her happier. He swallowed his pride. He swallowed it. He did.
It was no communication.
For the greater good of the family. I want to flip this table and slap this bitch right now. But you know what? For the greater good.
I'm just going to toss it.
I'm going to chill.
And like you said, the fact that there was no conversation about it afterwards.
That was it. That was the only scene.
It was no sorry. Follow-up. It was no sorry from her saying, I'm sorry, I made you relive the worst moment of your life. And it was nothing from him saying, I'm sorry for not telling you shit. No, nothing. It was none of that. It was no resolution.
He went straight. He kept going.
It was no resolution. And I definitely feel like it was a lot going on with that. Like, yes, they talked about problems, but it wasn't always, it was more him telling him, we're not going to let this affect us. And I know everybody going to talk about the scene where she slapped a white woman. Okay, but we kind of already knew that was coming.
They already done gift that and meme that. Yeah, I just saw that.
Knew that was gonna come sooner
Get
or later.
Mama, that's right, Mama.
She told her daughter, if anybody mess with y'all, I'm gonna beat their ass. She told y'all that. So it was coming sooner or later. We all knew that. The scene where they got him in the house and they cut off his finger though. That's scene.
And that whole thing was white girl got kidnapped by the milkman. Then the milkman popped her, boy.
But son, the milkman was on his Silence of the Lambs type shit. He really was. Your man was like, y'all, first of all, he ran a farm. The milkman had money though. Milkman had money.
He built a nuclear safe vault underground, bro.
And put her in it. And all she had to do was play the game to get out. That's all she had to do was play the game. If she had played the game, she probably would have got out. Then but let me tell y'all how the milkman of Gito. Because the milkman was coming for, the milkman knows she wanted the D. The milkman knows she wanted the D. So now this was the white family. The white family, her husband ended up being, the main white lady, her husband ended up being gay. Okay.
Yeah, hey, that joke.
And the way
the way they
did
that was a spoiler, not so spoiler.
Right. And I didn't get what they meant. He was like, "Well, we see you at those type of clubs." I was like,
"Yeah." I was thinking black. I was thinking black.
No, I didn't think it was black. The minute he said they was gay, because see, if he was at a black club, they would have said it. They would have been like, they would have said you at a black club. So
you with the niggas.
Right. The white lady. The milkman takes her to. She comes to the farm. The milkman drugs her, put her in the damn cellar. Right. This man cooks her a whole fried chicken dinner.
The milkman, son. The milkman.
She takes the cork from the wine bottle.
Wine Jones.
She stabbed the milkman. But let me tell y'all how G the milkman is. She stabbed the milkman. The milkman like. We could have made it work. He takes it right out. And he says, but I'm not going to let this deter us. I'm going to make it work. You like, wait, what? The milkman not going to kill her? No. The milkman goes back up to his house.
Gave her an option.
You
can leave if you want.
He leaves the little thing unlocked. The milkman leaves the thing unlocked. The girl comes out.
The milkman.
The girl comes out. The milkman. Let her get halfway around the farm. Bow. The end of her story. That's it. That's the end of her story.
I was like, yo.
That's it. And the whole time, they think that the black family who lives across the street has something to do with her missing. Yeah. And you like, wait, time out. This thing's been missing for like a week, and y'all think the black family did? They ain't that damn stupid.
You've been in his house, you cut his pinky off. This man still there. I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, from a racial standpoint, I agree with you. Man. But damn, after a while of being in a accused kidnapper's crib, you would find something that makes you think they did something. You found nothing.
Nothing. They found nada. And you're like, oh my God.
My God. But the pot that man, and well, I'm gonna skip over the dad. I'm gonna come back to the dad for a second because that's personal. But I'm gonna skip over the oldest daughter. Another cringe fest. Oh my God, that whole wannabe white, the cheerleader when she was dancing by herself, and I was like,
that.
Oh my God, baby girl.
That scene is very triggering, and that one is also a bad one because
I was like, baby girl.
The white girl's persuading her. It's like a spirit white girl, okay?
Yeah.
She wants her to she's telling the black girl that she's cute, pretty. And for her being black in that time, she finds it like, why are you talking to me? And she begins to befriend the little white girl. Well, the white girl, they want her to join the little cheerleading squad. She covers herself in white paint, y'all.
Yes.
Goes out to the prep rally.
The bonfire.
To the bonfire.
And it starts cheerleading dancing.
She's dancing, and all the white people are there looking at her like, and
what?
It's just like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
is so
You don't love you don't love your skin. We could talk. We could go all day. We could go all day with you don't love your skin. It's black and beautiful. We could do the whole thing. It was just that is what scares me. Freddy Krueger don't scare me. Michael Myers don't scare me. The stuff, the real life tropes that they put in them, that is what scares me. Yeah,
that's scary.
That is what scares me. That's what I'm talking about. And to finish and to find and put the bow on it for me, because I brought it up last week, and now that you saw it, I can really go into it. And then I got hit and fear from Scott next week when he gets a chance to watch it. My biggest demon, one that I personally am afraid of in real life. When it comes to movies, fiction movies, Freddy Krueger scares me the most, or used to scare me the most.
Because he gets you in your dreams.
Yeah, because he gets you in your dreams. And my brother used to torment me with Freddy Krueger. Close your eyes, right? So he used to kill me with that. But in real life, personal, in general, demons, when I go to work, when I get pulled over by the cops.
Yep. That's the real traumatizing. God damn, it oh my God. My screen just went away, but everybody got to see Siri.
So that's blackface. Cool. Yeah, blackface. The dad. It's almost a mirror image. Me and him is almost a mirror image, minus the part with the kids and the family part. Mirror image. Going to work, doing your job, trying to get better. Some bullshit reason why you can't achieve and get higher than what you're trying to do. Blackface.
The blackface thing, bro.
Take it in your own hands. Take control.
Oh my God.
Be ignorant. I'm telling you to be ignorant. Josh, look what they did to my fingers when I tried to pick some fruit that fell on the ground. You think they won't do that to you? So before they do that to you, Josh, you attack them first.
And even that
mirror image, bro.
Even that story.
All right,
I hate blackface. I hate blackface.
Yeah, we still talking
about this. Yes. Is that
I
deep,
hit
Scott?
on mute a couple times. I heard Josh mention something about some fried chicken and slapping a white woman.
Fried chicken
that kind of threw me off, so I just muted him back because I had no concept or anything.
It is, but you don't understand it yet. It is. What he said made sense, but you have to watch it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch it, bro.
It sounds very stereotypical, but it's really not. It's like not the complete opposite, because to be fair, I'll give it a little bit away. When he said fried chicken, black people weren't the ones frying chicken. So,
exactly. The milkman made a mean fried chicken, bro. Milkman made a mean fried chicken, son.
It was the milkman, son.
The milkman, son. The milkman was the wildest dude in the whole joint.
The milkman.
The milkman was the wildest dude in the whole joint.
Yo, that was crazy.
It really
was. He was on that. You know him as an actor. He was on the episode of Law and Order SVU, bro. On the early ones when Stabler was still there, it was one of the ones where one of the army girl had got raped or killed or something, and they thought he did it because they was in like the same platoon, but it wasn't him. He knew who it was. It's just that he couldn't snitch or something to that aspect. But he was on SVU, so I seen him before.
Bruh.
But his name is the Milkman. He done fucked it up.
He's forever the Milkman because and when you think about it, his story had nothing to do with the joint at all. But it was a great character to have because, like, he's a good character to have. But the whole time, but that's a lot of the show. Nobody, I'm not gonna say not everybody's, but most of everybody's role, you didn't even have to have him in there. What did you have him for? Like,
it was supposed to be used to play and prey on the paranoia of, is the black family delusional? Is it supernatural? Or is it real?
And then the whole supernatural part,
they were getting attacked on all fronts is the point.
The supernatural part really pissed me off because why even have it in there at that point? Why even have it in there? Why even have it in there?
The mental anguish that they were suffering within themselves, I saw that.
Yep.
The anguish that they were suffering from people that weren't black, I saw that.
Yep.
The supernatural part, it was there, but wasn't important.
It wasn't important. Yeah, like I said, it was no point of even having the supernatural stuff in there. It really wasn't.
It wasn't supernatural until they showed the origin scenes of the man with the black hat.
Yep. And then,
that's when it officially confirmed it was supernatural. Part of it is supernatural. Was the man with the black hat.
You see how they tried to clean it up with the devil part, saying that you had to bring me a soul or something like that. You see how they tried to. So that's why he was doing it. Because even then,
that's how he's doing it. Yeah, right. The more people you torment, then the way you can stay out of hell.
Right. That part was dumb too.
Yeah, I agree. But that other stuff, bro.
Man.
Like, man.
No, they
Scott, mute your mic.
They're talking about something that I didn't watch, and
there you go.
To avoid spoilers.
No, I ain't muted.
Yeah. Scott,
but I'm just going over my paper.
Hold on.
Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. This is what shows is all about.
We're going to hear some show when it like she going to tell Scott you got a tiny penis.
Turn my camera off.
It's cutting edge.
Look, he just said they cut my camera off, but he don't know the mic not muted.
It's cutting edge. But son, the blackface, bruh.
The blackface.
The blackface, the whole thing. I can't. That's why I brought up that I can't stand it. If anybody haven't watched Bamboozled with Damon Wayans and Jada Pinkett, Tommy Davidson, Mos Def, you want to talk about finding out. Well, you could look up the history of blackface in Google at this point, but the movie came out before all that existed. But they touch on blackface too, and they do more than touch on blackface. They put really go. They put. I can't think of the tap dancer's name. Please forgive me. Light skin, dreads. What's his name?
I can't think of his name. I can't.
What's his name? I can't think. He was a famous dude. Hold on, I'm about to look. I can find him.
I can't think of his name myself.
I'm gonna find his name right now. Matter of fact, he was on the Jamie Foxx show. He was on the episode of the Jamie Foxx show. Of course we know Gregory Hines, the great.
Glover, is his last name Glover or something like that?
You're right.
I said Glover.
You're right.
I forget his name.
Savion.
There you go. That's him.
Savion Glover was in it. Tommy Davidson was in it. They did the show with blackface, the minstrel show. They did the whole minstrel show and all that.
Yep.
Yo, that blackface stuff, I can't take it, bro, because it still exists in metaphorical ways that people don't understand or may not be paying attention to. It still exists. It's minstrel shows, it's blackface, it's black people, with all due respect to what I'm about to say, selling their ass for fame. And not to say that's how blackface originated, but,
Tell them the only minstrel show we acknowledge is the one from Little Brother. That's the only, that's the only minstrel show we acknowledge.
Love that album, boy.
We like to welcome to everything. That's the only minstrel show we acknowledge. That Little Brother. That's the only minstrel show we acknowledge.
That's it. But seeing him, that out of all the characters and all the demons that they were facing, mom facing blackface, older daughter thinking white is beautiful. The little girl was facing the teacher. The little girl facing the teacher was the most supernatural part of the whole damn show.
Literally, it was probably the most, and it was the only part that got me to jump. It was the only part that got me to jump. I was like, when she got, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, she was afraid of the teacher, but dad and blackface and everything dad was experienced, that joint hit me hard. It touched me. That one hit me literal personal. Because I'm like, it's the whole trope. You go to your job, you do the best you can, and you don't get shit.
Still don't get recognized. And even he was about to get a raise. The black dude was giving all that. See, because he wasn't a doctor, he was an engineer. So he went to a company. And let me tell you something. The only reason the head boss talked to him, because the black dude, they talked about the party in front of him. He felt like he wasn't going to go, but he went anyway. Okay. Mm-hmm. The head boss of the company ended up being in the army like him.
Yep.
So, of course, they're talking about the time in the military, and it was funny. They were giving all the engineers a raise, and your man couldn't even get one. And your man was doing right. And he was doing a lot of the work. Yep. Typical as always.
My project. Like I did that. Like this is me.
Yep.
And got completely torched. And then Blackface shows up and was about to make him do something that he should or should not
have done.
And that is real, because in my life of working a good amount of jobs, I've been in moments where Blackface isn't my demon because I'm afraid of him. But there's been times where it's like your conscience or your thoughts or your heart is telling you, yo, this isn't just about work. It's deeper than that. Deeper. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just about that. This is a deeper level than that. And sometimes I listen and sometimes I didn't. But to see it manifest in the Blackface, I was like, man. I closed my eye. I can't stand Blackface, bro. Like, you don't understand. That shit creeps me the hell out. It creeps
you out. And just to know the history of it. Just know the history of it. God, I keep doing it. Putting back to series. It definitely does.
Yeah, I can't. But them. It's crazy. I'll never watch it. I'll never watch it again.
Never watch it again.
I mean, I'm going to watch the second season because it's going to be completely different from the first season. But I mean, in terms of the first season, that season.
And I would tell people.
That cat in the bag was enough for me.
Oh, that cat in the bag is enough. And I would tell people all the time, if you feel like, if people have been talking about it and you feel like you should watch it, you watch it. Just know you're going to be triggered. You're going to be triggered. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
It's intense.
So, that's...
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is he doing?
Oh, he just left. He just gonna leave right when we was about to kick it to him. I knew you was about to...
I was just about to say
you know what I'm saying? I was handing you the rock and kick it to you. You know what I'm saying? He just bounced on it down.
Man, but I was literally just about to say that. I was literally about to say, Will Scott, you can talk about your shit now over here fucking up the show, coming in all late. Got you and your girl talking late on the show real wild. You know what I'm talking?
Damn. And that's on but I like that because it's natural. Man. And people get to see the behind the scenes of Blerd Paradox. No, I'm kidding.
That's how we are at Blerd Paradox, y'all.
I'm kidding. You know, I found out, I saw that Netflix is going ahead with a live action Gundam.
Okay. Is it going to be the same as their live action Full Metal Alchemist? Did you actually watch that?
Oh my God. And I think we get a live action, there's a live action Cowboy Bebop coming too, right? Yeah, there is. Homeboy, Kumar.
So they about to mess up Cowboy Bebop.
Kumar is playing Spike, I think.
Kumar.
Yeah, the Asian from Harold and Kumar. I don't know his name off the top of my head.
Oh, he playing Spike? Oh. Okay.
Yeah. The dude who did Kong Skull Island is directing a live action Gundam movie.
I can put that in respect. I can agree with that. Yeah, I can go with that.
I'm about, if we put it on a scale of 1 to 10, between 1 being oh hell nah and 10 being I have full confidence, I'm at like a 3, even though he was announced. And it's not because of him, because Kong was lit.
Kong was lit.
I spoke to Meg and my brother about, and they didn't refute this. The exact percentage number of live action anime movies that were good, I said that were bad, are at 99%. So I'm saying 0.001% live action anime movies were good. So when I'm looking at the stats between 99% of live action anime trash and 0.1% of something even being halfway decent, where do I feel about Gundam?
In the middle.
Less than that. There is a savior, and I brought this up before when you brought up what was the anime you brought up a couple episodes ago that was getting a live action? Homeboy with the guns fighting the vampires. What's the joint called, bro? Hellsing, thank you. Hellsing. Remember you
oh, that's right. Hellsing is getting. That's right. Hellsing was good. I liked Hellsing though. Hellsing was
good. You remember I bought the John Wick guys doing Hellsing. You remember when I said
that would be? Yeah, I think that would be good. Yeah.
And I remember I said because it's very relatable to John Wick that it can work.
Yeah.
And you remember I brought up the only other anime that can work as a live action movie would be Gundam if they don't try to adapt the storyline that has already been written.
Right.
If they announce that their live action Gundam has nothing to do with the manga, I'll be super interested. Nothing to do with the manga or the anime, I'll be super interested. I brought it up to one of my friends. He actually agreed. I said, wouldn't it be dope? And I used this name very, 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 very loosely. Mm-hmm. I said, if they did a modernized interpretation of Mobile Suit Gundam to whereas a Michael B. Jordan or Will Smith is piloting a Gundam, and it doesn't have to be them, but I mean, for it to be modernized for a storyline in that nature, I'll be interested.
That'd be dope.
Yes. Are you telling me that you're going to take a Gundam Wing or the original Mobile Suit Gundam actual anime and turn it into a great 2-hour movie? Am I interested? Zero. None. Because if you can't, you try Bleach, you tried Dragon Ball Z, you tried Attack on Titan.
Dragon Ball Z was so bad. Dragon Ball Z was so bad. Great. It was so bad. It was so bad.
It was great.
Scott, Dragon Ball Z was great.
Oh my God. It was so bad.
You tried Dragon Ball Z. Look, Death Note took place in America, and L was a black man. And I know black people gonna be like, well, what does that mean? Well, if you watch Death Note, you'll understand how ridiculous that sounds, because the whole setting of the show is in Japan. And all the names of the entire cast is Japanese. So, yeah, no. So it's going to be whitewashed. So if Gundam's going to be whitewashed, actually, this is where whitewash works. If it whitewashes itself, minus the anime manga adaptation, I'm interested. If they take Amuro and turn him into Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm done.
I'm watching it. Because Leonardo's a gift.
Well, I like Leo.
Scott.
What's up?
First of all,
he like fuck that. I don't want to hear nothing from Scott.
I don't want to hear nothing from Scott because Scott ain't even watched them.
First of all, yeah,
I ain't watching yet. My bad.
Scott didn't watch them. Not only that, Scott didn't watch them. First of all, he said that he wasn't going to show up. Then he showed up late. So now you interrupted us talking about them. Okay. So now you didn't blew it. Then you didn't even mute your mic. So we heard you and your friend come in there talking. So now with your camera, you was like, yeah, my camera's off, but my mic's not muted, you damn ass. So like,
we got you live, Scott. We got you live. See, this is karma. This is karma for you wanting to know that when we're recording. You like, I want to know when we're recording. Well, now we got you live. And he told you we were recording too.
So what did you want to talk about, Scott? Since you're super late, you know, the rest of us can be on time, but you can't, you know. Yes, Jay.
We spoke about Flash. We spoke about Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yes.
So choose wherever you want to go with it at this point.
No, I mean, it could be talk about anything. You know, I just want to come on. You know, sorry everyone for the delay. Apologies. You know, Flash. What was this past episode about?
We said the same thing. We said that everybody has said the same thing.
Chill Blaine.
Yeah, Chill Blaine.
That's saying that everybody
did the same thing.
That was a bad episode.
We said
that's bad. Everybody has done the same thing. Like, what was it about? That's so bad.
Like, what was it about again?
That's so bad.
Okay. But okay. Falcon and Winter Soldier. Okay, so you know, U.S. agent, the Contessa, the recruitment. It was a lot of the household I'm in. You know, heard a lot of race related, you know, black stuff. Oh, he did this. He got caught on camera. But guess what? As soon as he you know, he's getting court martial, and then as soon as he stepped outside the court, he getting offered another job just like that. I was like, hey, you're right.
White privilege.
But speaking of that, before I let you continue, that Cameo was trash.
Yeah.
If you're not a Marvel fan and know who Miss Hydra is, it's trash. It is. I agree. And I'm speaking from someone who turned their comic book brain off. I knew who it was when she said her name.
Yeah.
But as a casual, I said, how do you expect people to know? Yeah, how do you expect people to know that was Miss Hydra, goofs? But sorry, Scott, go ahead.
No. Here's the thing. And I learned this from Arrow. I know. I learned this from Arrow. I learned this from Flash. When and you know these comic book movies are doing the same thing. When they say the name, the whole name, or say it multiple times, then it's a notable character that's like vital or has a a story or background that's related.
So they make them Google it.
Yeah. She said her name like 2-3 times, and
did she? Yeah, it's so long to say. I said, "Oh my god!" But they were bigging it up like it's a cameo, and they went as far as to say it was going to be Wolverine, literally. That.
What? Carl Urban is coming on a TV show?
I heard some things.
It's going to be Carl Urban?
No.
It better not be. Okay. All right. Okay.
Hugh Jackman. All right, so I don't know. Josh heard it. Josh gone now, but I guess I'll tell you the rumors that I heard. So Hugh, even though he said he was done with Wolverine, he said he's also sort of kind of interested now that MCU have the rights to a different variation of how they're going to do Wolverine. And the rumor right now is that Madripoor, am I saying that Madripoor? Remember, Wolverine is very close to Madripoor. He was the Patch. There is a rumor that they are going to announce that Hugh Jackman will reprise his role as a different timeline version of Wolverine in Madripoor, and the movie is supposed to be called The Patch. That's the rumor that I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link.
I don't think
I'll send you the link. Hugh Jackman. I'll send you the link. Hold
on. Because if they're gonna put him in a movie and call it The Patch, then they're gonna have to come up with the whole background behind mutants, and they're gonna have to explain it in some way. And Kevin Feige said he wants to like put out other stuff and kind of build up on it, right?
Right, but technically they already kind of can make an excuse with, remember, Endgame, going back in time, creating multiverses. So Hugh will play a multiverse version of Wolverine. I'll send you the link. I'll send it to you. That's the rumor. Rumor.
With the whole Madripoor, I mean, you knew something about Wolverine was going to pop up anyway. And then the whole patch initiation or patch act or whatever. You know, this is the constant talk about it. But the episode was good though, you know? Seeing Sam, not sure what was in the box, if it was new pair of wings or if it was, you know, the Captain America suit. I'm not gonna lie, when Black Cap said, you know, no black person, no black man should want to be Captain America. And then I was just thinking to myself, and then, you know, fast forward, and then it's like, they then fast forward to the episode, they were like, you really gonna let what he said get to you, you know? But it's just like, so by kind of him saying that and fast forward to his sister saying that, it kind of, I don't know if they try to diminish what he said and the emotion that was supposed to be, you know, in that particular scene.
Yeah.
But Josh found a toilet. He's stuck.
You saw I was like, yo, this man. What?
I'm back like cook crack, fools.
Oh, he opened up his chips.
Yeah, he got.
I had to go get some food. I'm starving, bro.
But it was a good episode. I look forward. I can kind of see. I forgot who said it last week, but I can kind of see why someone would think that or say that this is better than WandaVision. I mean, it's to the point.
Josh said that.
no hidden stuff.
Because it's definitely better than WandaVision. Facts.
Hey, it's taking you a while to open up that pack. Oh, there you go. Man, eating fruit snacks. Stop eating your kids' fruit snacks. But other than that, that was about it. And then, Invincible, episode 6. But, first episode, the last, 5 minutes? Great. The fact that, what's her name? Zazie Beetz?
Yeah.
Zazie.
Wait, stop right there. Is it a new episode that's out that I don't know about yet?
Episode 6?
I don't think, okay, stop, because I don't think I made on episode 6 yet. Stop right there. Don't say nothing else. Stop right there. I don't think I've seen episode 6.
I wasn't even talking about the episode. I was talking about the actress that plays in it, that plays Amber.
Zazie Beetz, yeah, but don't say that because I don't think I caught up everything yet. Hold on, let me see.
You ain't watched the latest jump?
On the college campus?
Yep, don't say that. Yep, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the latest episode. I haven't seen the latest episode yet.
Damn. Okay. Oh, well, but I guess Scott, I guess we'll have to keep your mouth shut. I was about to start running my mouth about that one, but all right. Can't speak about that.
Okay. Okay, and not talking about that episode, but I think he should just go ahead and tell Amber.
God dang it, Scott! What did I just say, you mother?
That's not no damn swallow.
I know. I'm just joking.
You think he should tell Amber that he's a superhero?
He should just go ahead and do that.
No.
Now, I mean, if he wants to play his short-term cards right.
They're doing the the 3-man weave pretty good. You got the superhero girl that understands what it means to be a superhero that I'm sure he wouldn't mind being with, and then he got the girl that he's been crushing on for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That he really won't be with. It's tough. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's chocolate versus vanilla, and it is tough for me.
I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying?
But we all know Amber is better than your chick. I'm just saying, Amber.
That's not the point. But the point is, look, I'm a superhero, right? And I don't want to get no average chick in danger. But if I mess with another superhero chick, we can get in danger together.
We can get in danger together. We can get in danger together.
I'm looking forward to seeing how everything unfolds with.
So Scott would choose the girl with no superpowers. Okay.
No, I'm just saying storyline wise, it's just like, it's a lot of stuff that you can avoid if she just knew, oh, he got hit by a bus. That's why he couldn't make it to the soup kitchen.
Yeah, right.
Scott.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Some of the lies he be like, I be like, who would believe that?
If y'all was Superman, Lois or Wonder Woman?
Wait, what? Lois or Wonder Woman?
If y'all was Superman.
Stop, because every interpretation of Lois just was unattractive from live action to cartoon.
That's not true. That is not true.
Okay, you're Smallville.
I know a lot of people don't feel like this, but I feel like Gal Gadot is not. She's okay. She's not bad.
Bad, not bad.
Like to me, on a scale from 1 to 10, she may be like a 5.
Oh, I didn't say a 5. I'm going a 7, maybe 8.
I disagree. I'll just say I strongly disagree. And the only Lois that I could say I found attractive was the one from Smallville, Erica Durance.
Okay, yeah, she was probably the best looking Lois. I gotta agree with that. You were probably right. Yeah, you're practically right.
But
so it depends on who Lois is.
No. If we were just going, if looks was out of the case.
If you say Amy Adams, I will reach to this computer.
If I had to say so, I wouldn't want to be.
She's not ugly though, man.
She's not ugly. She's very attractive, but
I would say in general, without looks being considered, I would choose Lois over Wonder Woman any day.
Wonder Woman.
And first of all, let me go ahead and nip in the bud, because I know some people are gonna be like, oh well, that's because you only saying it because Wonder Woman is most powerful because she a powerful. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because you know somebody gonna say that.
People say compassion.
No, because they'll say, oh, a man doesn't want to see a woman be powerful. You know what I'm saying? I'm choosing Lois because to me, yes, and especially if we're talking about the newer, the way Wonder Woman is written now. She is not as compassionate as she was back in the day. So, and when I say that, and who wants to come out from a day of hard thugging out in the streets, like fighting crime? What if I want to get it in? Wonder Woman like, well, I'm sleepy. What you mean, you sleepy? What up, Jay? Why you slowly raise your hand like that?
Can I play devil's advocate?
Yes, you can.
If you know you could be Superman with Wonder Woman in the bed, but you can't be Superman with Lois in the bed, that doesn't.
No, because we'll go
Speaking of that, Smallville had an episode dedicated to that.
Yeah, she did. Smallville did have an episode dedicated to that.
They did. No.
When Lana finally got their powers, they were knocking boots. I want to be knocking the boots.
And you saw what happened on Twilight. You know what I'm saying? We're good, cuz broke the damn hotel room.
That's true. That's true.
So if you knew that, what if you lose control when you messing with Lois as Superman? You lose control and something don't quite curl right.
It'd be like it'd be that scene from Scary Movie 2.
Or worse, or be from Hancock. Remember that on Hancock when he was about to bust and he's like, move. He was shooting shit through the roof. He was like, oh. It was like a gunshot through the roof.
Not to bring this up, but The Boys, laser beam. What? Laser beam your what? Remember on The Boys when he was messing with the Nazi chick?
Yeah, hey, that shit was wild. They was really.
Wait, you caught all the way up? You saw the first and second season?
He done, boy.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
That whole thing with Stormfront was it was interesting.
But that's because Homelander a freak. He a freak.
No, he a freak. Wait, you knew he was a freak. You knew he was a freak from the breast milk.
That's how you know he a freak. The breast milk.
And then the woman died, and he got the doppelganger. And then when the doppelganger couldn't hold the pose,
that shit was wild, son. The doppelganger part. Hey, son. Every time I think about that part was so gross. He's like, man, just hold it.
Yo, when the first scene of his interaction with her baby, I immediately said, "This nigga jealous of a baby getting breast milk?"
He was.
I said, "This man is crazy." But when she said, "I can see you. You've been eavesdropping on me this entire time. I've been watching you. You want to come in here?" Mm-hmm. And she, oh my God,
my man Homelander.
He was leaking.
My man Homelander a freak. He was like, I went to some of that high quality breast milk, Cambodian breast milk. Don't bring me no regular.
He microwaved it himself too. he visioned the jar.
He was like this. That's that Cambodian breast milk, bro. Hey son, yo man Homelander a freak. Oh my God.
Okay, so y'all would choose Lois.
I think to me Lois is really, she's understanding of Clark being Superman. She knows the heartaches that he has to go through and stuff like that. And look at it. They just got together now. Remember? Wonder Woman and Superman just got together, and I don't think they still are in some of the episodes. In the comics, if I'm not mistaken. Are they still together? I can't remember.
I've been paying attention deep enough. I don't know. There's something about some Amazon Coot Noop. I might have to try out the Amazon Coot Noop. You know that. Man. I have to try the Amazon Coot Noop.
That shit. Man. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, but yeah, man. Oh God. Anything else?
Scott.
Oh, Invisible. We talking about Invisible.
The Flash sucked. Did y'all talk about the Flash while I was gone? The Flash.
Yeah,
sucked.
yeah. He said the Flash sucked. Yeah, he said it was bad.
Good.
He said it was bad.
I said good.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, and he Captain Winter Soldier. Did you finish? Captain Winter Soldier. Falcon and Winter Soldier. Are you done with Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah. What else happened? Another Eli
Walker was in his garage trying to make a makeshift shield.
making his own shield. Okay.
Yeah, but my man was real live getting it. He was like,
you know what? That scene reminded me of Iron. I think they try to do that scene, and it kind of reminded me of the Iron Man. But it was.
That's a good point.
But it didn't have the same pizzazz because he was in a shitty garage. You know.
Well, he was in a shitty cave. He was in a shitty cave back then.
No. But here's the thing. He was a genius. Tony Stark was a genius scientist.
Good point.
And creator. And then you have this just roided out dude. That was trying to make a shield out of a hubcap.
Yeah.
Hey, they should do like a practice run over on the 6th episode of him throwing it. He's like, ooh, this is not aerodynamic. Like he throw the shield and it's like, oh, wobbly. Like, ooh, this is not aerodynamic. I'm gonna need some vibranium or something.
Yeah. Yo, they did an amazing job. I'll say this. I'm not knocking him being portrayed as a goof, but they did an amazing job of building him as like a complete goof. So I hope on this last episode there's
he go hard body.
Yeah, it's like okay, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Because
I kind of already like his transformation. Like I like how he didn't drill. How he didn't really soak in when he killed the dude. He was like, he took him in. He was like, "Yep, let's get back to work." Like I kind of like. So yeah. I like what you're saying. Like the progression of him being like just a doofy dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because remember in the first episode they showed the commercial of him.
The commercial was cheesy.
Not the first episode, but the second episode. The second episode, remember they showed the commercial of him, and he was throwing the shield, catching it with one hand, and he was doing all the action moves. And I remember me and me was talking about it. Me and me was like, "Oh, he's not a goof." And then he got punked out by the little mini mob boss guy. He said, "I know who you are, but I don't care." Then the Wakandans came after him, stepped on the shield, grabbed the Jones, laughed at him.
Somebody was talking about that, and they was talking about how I was looking in the track because people break down all the shows, and they was talking about his training and how he would go overtaken because the military has standard hand-to-hand combat. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about well, I won't even use Steve Rogers as a prime example, but Iron Man, like he only knew his fighting style from having Jarvis and things calculating for him, So he knew how to go low with Captain America, you know what I'm saying? Because he has the computer calculating all that for him.
Yeah.
Black Panther spent his time in Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? So who knows how long, as long as Wakanda been around, that's how long they've been practicing on their fighting style. You know, the Hulk just smashed. Don't know nothing about fighting. Thor knows nothing about I mean, they had hand-to-hand combat, but Thor shit not advanced. You know what I'm saying? It's just stand the block, repeat.
Raiden.
Right, literally. Now you look at Black Widow and Hawkeye, two people get home there. They've been training in different types of martial arts for God knows how long, ever since she was in the little home when they was teaching her, Hawkeye had been through the military so long, he probably got all different fights. Like this episode proved to me that Sam can't fight worth a damn. Every time I look, he get his ass whooped. I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, and they built it. Yo, this man, he was one big walking infomercial. Yeah. He was one big infomercial. Yeah. That's all he was.
That's all he was.
And it was so fun. The first few episodes, it's just like what you will buy from an infomercial. It works for the first 2 weeks, and then that bitch break down. And that's exactly. He was cooking in the first 3 episodes. He was cooking. He was throwing the shield.
Hero. He was a jolly hero. He was like, how do we take him out, guys? Let's work together. He even said, I asked you guys to work with me. You standing back in my face. So,
You need me. I'm Captain America, bro.
Man, Bucky had the best line the whole episode. So this how we gonna do this? Yeah, we're gonna do it just like this. We're gonna do it just like this. We're gonna do it just like this.
That man said, he said, hey, look, Walker, you gotta give me the shield. He said, oh, this what this about. I was like, oh, this what this about.
And I like we said, we talked about it, how Sam had to catch it with two hands, or when he first got out there, your man was showing off. He was whipping in the beginning, because I'm like, okay, he's one-handed out here. Boom, then he started training, then the joke got wobbly. I'm like, oh, he need to practice. He need to practice.
That two-hand joke, I was like, yo.
Oh, man.
The two hands reminds me of when somebody throws a drill speed football at you and you don't know.
You gotta put up that diamond. You gotta put up that diamond.
Hands out.
It's real though, because
it's real.
He doesn't have the serum. He doesn't, and I get why most people don't take the serum, because they changes your outlook on different things. But even Isaiah says it. When the serum did something different to his whole squad, and one by one they passed out, and they wanted to know why it worked on him and not other people. Yeah. But he also says that powerful line we talked about, Jay. Scott, you was here. Isaiah told Sam, they don't want no black man to be Captain America. And no self-respecting black man would be Captain America. And you know what? He had a point, because let me ask you something. Even though Sam said it too. And I told Jason this too while you were gone, Scott. Gone, whatever you were doing. But we talked about it. He even said, America's not ready for no black Captain America. How many times have we said, how many times have I said on this show that people not ready for a black Superman? It's the same thing, and they tackle it very well. And he was smart for saying that. He was like, dude, 30 years. Can you just imagine what he said? 30 years. They were experimenting on him. 30 years. And the only reason he got out is because the nurse said he was dead.
Yeah.
Think about it. He didn't even want to come out. Even when Sam offered him the chance to come back out, he said, no, leave me dead. Do you know what that says about America right there?
And to add, going to that point, and not to say my opinion would be bigger than Mr. Bradley on the MCU show, but in 2021, if I was offered a super serum to be Captain America, I would decline. I would not decline the super serum necessarily. I might take that, but I'm not going to be Captain America.
Nah, I wouldn't be Captain. I wouldn't be Captain America either. Nope.
I'm about to say I'm going to be just like Lamar. Hell yeah, I'll take it.
I'll definitely take it. They'll be like,
but I want to be Captain
like,
America.
This is serum. They'll hand that shit to you like, now if you just got taken.
Yeah.
I'll tug that shit. I'll be like, nah.
But he was would not be Captain America.
Right. I wouldn't be Captain America.
No.
And then,
with or without this, no.
And you know what?
What comes with it?
Right. And you know what? And they never really talked about that when Steve was Captain America. But technically, do you think Steve, because technically he was in the military, so, and he really didn't have no family, so was he government property at that point?
No, I mean, if he, no, I would say when they got the Civil War, you saw his answer about if he was government property.
He was, because he was kind of like, yeah, nah, bro, y'all got the wrong one.
I know this about to sound crazy what I'm about to say, and I mean this from just the entertainment perspective, but why I love Captain America, Steve Rogers, so much is because he really embodied the pure embodiment of what America was supposed
to be. Right.
To be, and it wasn't a black thing, it was a white thing, it was just an America thing. I'm just being a hero. Even when he said on Civil War, casualties happen in war, he's right. I mean, if we fighting and shit, if we got, things happen,
it gets real.
Yeah, it's for the greater good, but that's better than what the government do when they cover it up. You kill your own people. You kill more of your own people than you do the other people you claim we're fighting wars with. And Steve is saying, I'm being honest about that. That we're killing. You know what I'm saying?
How many times your man Isaiah said something real too? He said, people come with. I watch these guys take bullets for this country, then they come home and get crosses burned in their front yard.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about?
You saw the story when he said they didn't even want them to go. What was his reason for why they didn't want him to go get him? Because it was supposed to be like a.
It was supposed to be like a spirit. It was like a They
when
wanted to
when his friends
kill
got
off
captured.
the evidence. They wanted to kill off the evidence.
Right. See what I'm saying? America does worse to their own people than they do others at one time. You do know that Vietnam kicked our ass, but how many people we lost trying to kick their ass in Vietnam?
I'm trying to tell you, bro. But you know what? I applaud Marvel because I think that Marvel has done something that DC fails yet to do. Marvel has at least brung black heroes to the front line, at least. And I'm not gonna say Marvel, I mean DC has not doing it, but DC is not bringing any. They're not taking the necessary time for their black characters. Like
I'm gonna agree with you, but also add a little adage to that. The reason why I agree with you is only because when Sesame Street start cursing, it gets exciting. So when Disney start touching on black topics that nobody wouldn't talk about, it's exciting. So it's light because we've seen bigger, but because Disney's decided to, like I brought up with Bradley, actually touch on the black cap. Like, oh, y'all finally growing some type of balls to talk about something that might be a bit controversial. Oh, but that's still to me small time.
I wonder how many people didn't know it was a black Captain America. I wonder how many people knew that. How many people knew that?
I'll answer that for you. In the comic books, when Storm and Black Panther got married, in the comic books, Wolverine himself, who broke out Magneto unknowingly out of the concentration camps with Captain America, even he didn't know that black man at the wedding used to be a Captain America. That they were you know how Marvel is, they use real life in the comics.
Yeah.
Every black person at the wedding, Luke Cage, Luke Cage and all the black Marvel heroes knew who he was because in the comic books he was like a legend, like an unspoken legend. Like, yo, if you know who that is.
Right, that's how I say it.
But the white folks, including Logan himself, Logan said, "Who is that? That's a war hero."
Logan's been around for how many years?
Exactly.
Wow.
So if a fictional character like Wolverine was written to not know who Black Captain America was or is,
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I use Black Panther too as a perfect example because it was only a few of us who knew Black Panther existed.
Nobody knew about
Black Panther before the Jones, and I'll put money on it unless you were a true comic book. And I just don't say him. How many times have we said? I guarantee before Iron Man or Avengers first came out, if I told you name somebody from Marvel, you would only say Spider-Man, Wolverine, Cyclops, and maybe, you know what, maybe Cap. I would say even maybe Cap. Because I would say before Iron Man and all that, Cap didn't get a lot of love from Marvel either. He did.
No, he did.
He did have a movie back in the day. He did have a movie. That was dope. That was dope. No, that movie was dope, Scott. That movie was dope. You a hater, Scott. That movie was dope. That thing was dope. You a hater, Scott.
Wait, you know, they made a lot of like off-brand fake versions of movies. Like,
no.
If you remember.
This was a real Captain America, and it was good. I used to watch it every time it came on TV. It was good.
Nick Fury.
What? Nick Fury? What?
David Hasselhoff was Nick Fury, bro.
That's right, he was though.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay. It was on Fox. You know, remember the made-for-TV movies that would come on, especially Fox? They had a movie that was like a fake X-Men.
You talking about Revolution?
You don't remember that?
Is it Revolution?
I forgot the name, but it was like a fake X-Men, and I think one of the characters was actually like a title character that was in that universe, but everyone else is just like, you know, fake copies of whatever the original was. But so when you say, you know, who knew about these Marvel characters, it was like, well, and you said, of course, the X-Men, Wolverine, but
it came out in 1990. That's it. Here it is, right here. That shit was all
What's it called?
That shit was all by. It was actually
Captain
called.
America
It was actually just called Captain America.
But,
oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah. Did you see his suit?
That shit was
see how bright? You see how bright? You see how bright?
That shit like toothpaste on his joint.
That's crazy.
This shit was good though. I like this Captain America. That shit was all right. Man. Oh.
I gotta find that, but yeah. Oh God. This is it. Falcon and Winter Soldier is over. Next Friday is about to be blockbuster, and thank God I'm off because not only
the finale.
Wait,
so it's Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, come on next week. Oh my God. Mortal Kombat.
Hey, tomorrow I'm gonna kick somebody's ass in that game, and it's gonna be great. I mean, literally, like someone thinks they can beat me, and I'm going to kill them tomorrow. So it's going to be awesome.
We should all play Mortal Kombat and to get ready for this week.
I play MK all the time. If ever they hear my voice, can we please get the re-releases of all the old Mortal Kombat games, please? 1, 2, Mortal Kombat Ultimate 3. Trilogy, whatever you want to do, please. I don't care about the Mortal Kombat 4 ones, which is the Nintendo 64 PlayStation versions, the 3D shit. You can keep that.
Oh, I wanted to see that movie.
What?
Remorse with Michael B. Jordan. I wanted to see that.
No. Oh. What's the movie though that just came out? Well, Nobody. Might check that one out. Is it Nobody?
There's Nobody. The same people that did John Wick.
What's it about?
Nobody.
Well, if it's made by those people, it's called Nobody. Man, it's the dude from Everybody Called Saul. Oh,
yeah, Nobody.
Okay, I gotta see this.
Right now, I picked back up on to finishing the second season of Transformers. They're doing a final.
I gotta watch. That's just good though. That Transformers is good. I like that. Have you seen the Godzilla stuff on Netflix? Like the Godzilla stuff?
No,
that's just actually good.
I saw they did I saw the Pacific Rim had like an animated thingy or whatever.
For real?
Yeah,
I like Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim was all right. Pacific Rim was all right.
Yeah, and excuse me.
Tonight,
I just got the news.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. I just got the news that Castlevania on Netflix, the next season is their last season because they're doing spinoffs, which pisses me off too.
Oh, Castlevania was so good, bro.
Castlevania
is so good, son. Man, first of all, they caught my man slipping though. What's the Dracula? Dracula's son, what's his name? They caught him slipping. They caught that man slipping.
Yeah, the girl and the dude.
He was blinded by his feelings. He was blinded by his feelings. They caught that man slipping. They caught that man sleep.
For real.
They caught that man sleeping, boy. Oh my God.
I said, yo, that was their whole thing was wild.
Wild. In fact, I was like, whoa, first it was a little weird. You're like, whoa, hold on. Whoa.
Yeah.
Hold on, big fella, hold on.
Yeah.
Then you're like, whoa. Then you're like, wait, whoa, but the sister kind of bad. You're like, oh, okay, she pretty bad. All right, I can work with that. She pretty bad.
I was like, yo.
That shit was wild though. That shit was wild. You gotta watch Castlevania, Scott. Castlevania was good.
I started watching it a while back. I started watching it, but I got to finish it.
I like
right
now.
Netflix, I'm finishing up Transformers. HBO Max, I'm watching Superman the animated series. Goddamn, I love that goddamn show, man. And Disney Plus, I picked up Star Wars Clone Wars, the 3D animated version, not the one made by Tartakovsky from Dexter's Laboratory. There's two different ones. There's one made by the dude from Dexter's Laboratory, and then there's like the 3D animated one. 3D rendering. I was told to watch the 3D animated rendered version. It looked like if y'all never seen Green Lantern on Cartoon Network, it looked like Green Lantern.
I don't like that Green Lantern though.
You crazy.
I don't like that green. Okay, well let me say this. I probably never gave it the proper thing because the animation. I didn't like the animation. So
I know it's fire. I know it's fire.
Yeah,
it's fire. Green Lantern is fire. That Scott get a chance. It's fire, son. The whole series.
Is that great? It's on HBO Max.
It's on HBO Max. It's like 3D animated. I say 3D animated. Is that the right term to use? 3D animated. It's not like a cartoon. It's like
it's more like 3D. CGI. Well, it's not really CGI either.
I'm trying to think of another show to compare it to that he might understand better.
The Batman jump.
Like claymation.
No, it ain't claymation. No, it ain't claymation.
No.
He said claymation.
Because it's not a cartoon like Superman animated series or the Batman.
Yeah.
It's 3D. It's like watching a PlayStation game, kind of sort of.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like 3D polygons and stuff, shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the Clone Wars, Star Wars I'm talking about was on Nickelodeon.
I can't remember what it would be like though.
Was it on Nickelodeon? I think it was on Nickelodeon. I know there's one. Yes. There's the Dexter's Laboratory. There's a Star Wars Clone Wars that looks like Dexter's Laboratory. That's an actual cartoon. Like it's colorful. It looks exactly like Dexter, but it's Star Wars.
That remind me. Did y'all see the Powerpuff Girls photos?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's wait.
Oh my God.
Okay. Wait. It's you gotta remember again. You gotta remember. This is CW. It's live action, and I'm looking. You know what? I look. That same reaction I had about Superman and Lois. I was like, what?
No, okay, so, Scott, you can't even compare the two. Nah, Scott.
No, you can't. Just wait and see. But just first look, it looks kind of. If you're talking about like everybody else was like the dresses or the attire, it looks kind of cheap or whatever, cheesy, cheap, whatever. You know, maybe not, maybe. I'll just wait to see how it actually goes, how the story goes, how the acting is.
Scott, you already know how the story gonna go. It's gonna be cheeks. It's gonna be cheeks. It's gonna be cheeks.
Okay. It's funny. And the only thing I kind of agree with is they made Bubbles, not Bubbles. What's the name of the green one? Buttercup.
Buttercup.
They made Buttercup, and no, she's like this rough, angry. They made her the black one. That was funny.
Buttercup was a G.
But you know the whole thing about angry black, and then they end up casting a black woman as her. And then, but you know, I look forward to what's his name, Donald Faison as Professor Utonium. I do look forward to that because I like him as a comedic actor. Also, I'm looking forward to see who is going to play him. If they bring that, and I'm looking forward to see who's gonna play Mojo Jojo. So that should be interesting.
Oh, I'm not gonna hold my breath. I was like, bruh, this is but once again, this brings me back to my thing. Not everything needs to be a movie. Some things could just be
it's a TV show. TV show.
It don't even need to be one. I don't even see how you can literally do the Powerpuff Girls. I don't. The whole thing about them being like the animation was a big part of it because you know it was three girls. Their toes were funny. They didn't even have toes. They were like ballerinas. They just go through everything. Oh my God, that shit looked terrible. Oh my God.
If y'all didn't bring it up, I wouldn't watch it. I got a funny feeling we'll probably talk about it on the show, so now I'll just watch it just for the sake of the show.
We're definitely done. Talk about it on the show.
I agree with Scott. I want to see who plays Mojo Jojo. My man Fuzzy Lumpkins.
Fuzzy Lumpkins.
No, they had some great villains. The name.
Get off my property! Get off my property! The meat gun. Who's gonna play him? I heard Scott say that play him. And this is the final one. And I don't care what season they're on. I don't care if it's season 50. I don't care if it's season 3. If you fuck up the Rowdy Rough Boys, we are done.
That's it.
You understand me?
The Rowdy Rough Boys. That's it.
We are done. We are done. Okay? If you fuck up the Rowdy Rough Boys, we are done.
The CW do got some. Have y'all watched Riverdale? Riverdale is actually pretty good. Riverdale.
I got to get back. I saw like the first 3 episodes of the first season.
I know how it sounds, but Riverdale is actually pretty dope.
It's an Archie comic they made dark.
Yeah. I like Riverdale. Riverdale is pretty good. I like Riverdale.
Fast.
You know what, Josh? You know what? We in our 30s, and it's funny that these CW shows. You know, the main thing is these teenage drama, romance, and stuff. So I can just picture you watching it. You like, damn, Archie cheated on her. I can just picture it.
So yeah, hey, I'm gonna tell you what's hard body that I watched too. Sabrina on Netflix. Sabrina is good.
Are you talking about Sabrina back in the like Melissa Joan Hart?
No.
The spinoff to Riverdale.
You a hater. You a hater. First
How am I hating?
Because you saying it's a spinoff to Riverdale. You say it's a spinoff.
First off, it is a spinoff, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's
the girl that plays Sabrina, she wasn't on Riverdale for however long, and then they gave her own show. They didn't do that.
I don't think she was
in Sabrina the teenage witch Sabrina?
Yes, but it's really dark.
Horror.
But it's really
dark. But it's not who played her? Melissa
Joan Hart.
Right. Melissa Joan Hart.
Right.
Okay. So it's not Melissa.
Okay, no, it's not her. So it's
even the show was hard. Even
but I'm trying to tell you, this joint is even harder. Like, I know how that sounds harder, but like, okay, like the cat. The way that cat comes into play is actually pretty cool. Like, she's coming into being a witch, so they kind of got to have like a spirit animal or something like that. Well, she called on for a demon. It's like a mystical demon and the demon took the form of the cat. So it's damn good, dude. It is damn good. I really like it.
God,
I really like it. It's really good, dude.
I used to watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch all the time.
Me too. I like Sabrina.
And TGIF Friday right after Boy Meets World. Yeah,
yep. we used to the lineup, Scott, was Family Matters, Boy Meets World. What came out to Boy Meets World?
Sabrina was at 9.
No, I thought it was Step by Step. Step by Step was one of them. I thought it was Family Matters, Step by Step.
Step by Step came after Family Matters.
Step by Step.
If you want to go all the way back, then it's Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know Perfect Strangers.
I remember Perfect Strangers, Scott.
That's
why I went like.
I don't remember this Perfect Strangers you speak of. I don't remember that.
I never watched Step by Step.
What?
Trash.
Yeah, it's like a mod. It was like a modern version of the Brady Bunch, sort of, kind of, a little bit.
No, Step by Step was good. Step by Step was good.
There's only a few white sitcoms I acknowledge.
It was, you know what? Full House. Full House was TGIF.
Yeah.
You want to know what's funny? I did not like Full House. Did not like.
Now
Full
see,
House.
so you don't watch. I don't watch Step by Step. You don't watch Full House. That's a trade-off.
I did not like.
That's a trade-off.
I did not like Full House.
Is fire.
I did not like Full House.
Full House. This is what I'm saying, Scott. You about to get him, Scott. Get him.
How do you not like Full House, but you like Step by Step, and Step by Step is like in a whole different tier?
Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Get him, Scott.
If we're being honest, out of all the white sitcoms I used to watch, I really love Growing Pains, okay, and Brotherly Love.
Brotherly Love. That's late 90s, right?
Yes. No matter where you are. Come on, y'all. So
nope.
Wait. So are y'all saying Full House is better than Growing Pains? Oh, okay. At least we're all on the same page. At least we're all on the same page. At least we're all on the same page right there. At least we're all on the same page.
I'm trying to think, but I look. Okay, I was a Three's Company, Mr. Belvedere, who's the boss type of guy.
Who's the boss? Who's the boss was good. Three's Company was good.
The boss.
Yeah.
Who's the boss was good.
Yeah, okay. Three's Company, Mr. John Ritter, rest in peace. I love that movie he was in. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, I forgot the name of it with the cat with the TV remote control. He was jumping into the movie. That shit was hard. John Ritter was in that movie. I can't think of it right now. It'll come. Stay tuned. I think it's called Stay tuned.
No,
it was a cartoon.
Y'all know what I found on YouTube the other day? I don't know if y'all remember this, but back in the day when Cartoon Network was kind of rebranding, they came out with Johnny Quest, and I used to watch Johnny Quest when the old school.
So you watched the New Adventures? So you watched the New Adventures
when they went into
in the Quest world.
Yo, that shit was hard body. So that shit was hard body. That shit was get your crotch out the camera. Yo, the New Adventures of Johnny Quest was hard bodies. Oh my God. Son, when they would go in the Quest world, hey,
fire. Fire.
Yo, I wonder if I can buy that on DVD. That shit was hard body. Oh my God.
And not to go on top, it's funny you bring up. I saw a video, and I think it was a dude named Kev on Stage, right? That's a dude.
Oh, he's a comedian, yeah.
He did a video where there was a black woman. I'm gonna be quick. It was a black woman who liked white sitcoms over black sitcoms.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that video.
You saw that video? Yo, that shit had me. She likes Friends over Living Single.
Yeah, they went in. They went on her.
She deserved every second of it.
They went in. She was like, it was like, I know Living Single came first, but Friends, I just love Phoebe and I love the theme song.
Yeah,
and they were just
Smelly Cat. She did the Smelly Cat joke, son. Friends is the most overrated sitcom of all time.
It is though. Friends. Hey, I don't know what people saw in Friends. I honestly don't.
Hey, for everybody that watches our stream between April 17, 2021 till 2022 and beyond, even if this is a capsule left 40 years from now, Friends is trash. Okay,
it's
garbage.
Understand.
It's garbage.
I do not understand what everybody saw in Friends, bro. I honestly don't.
And J. Rob did it. It's trash. If you're not Seinfeld, everybody loves Seinfeld. Raymond. Home Improvement.
Loves Raymond.
Home Improvement. Something like that. Yeah. If you're not, if you did, I heard her. She brought up Kings and Queens. Kings and Queens was old. I ain't got no problem with
Kings. Yeah.
But it was better than Friends. Yeah.
Everybody loves Raymond was probably the funniest. I swear. And the mother and father were the. Hey yo, they
hilarious.
They were hilarious, bro. Hey, son, the brother was Raymond's brother was funny as shit too.
Yeah. But Friends
was trash.
No.
I mean, the theme song was trash. I don't care what nobody say. The theme song on Friends was trash. I don't know why everybody loved Friends. I honestly don't.
I'll be there for you.
Oh my God. I don't know what people saw in Friends. I honestly don't.
Friends is trash. Let's just lay down the facts, okay?
My man Matt said Friends versus Blackish. Blackish all day. Friends wasn't good. Matt, I hate to say this, but Friends had nothing for me. Friends wasn't. I mean,
nothing.
Wait. They in New York in the 90s. Not a one black person.
Hey, I'm just saying. What it do, Matt?
Oh wait, no, I take that back. I saw Gabrielle Union in like one episode. My bad.
But okay,
I missed that one, and I ain't gonna go back to go look at it.
How about? So I was talking about me and Justin was talking about like all our old schools we used to watch all the day, back in the day. Do y'all remember VR Troopers?
Yes.
You remember Beetleborgs?
Yes.
VR Troopers was the business. VR Troopers.
Yes.
And then Masked Rider.
Yes.
Masked Rider.
Yes.
Friends versus How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother. That shit was hilarious.
How I Met Your Mother. That show was hilarious.
That show was hilarious. Yo, How I Met Your Mother was funny as hell, son.
Barney alone.
So no, guess what I just got into maybe like a month ago. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That shit is funny. That shit is funny, yo.
If you like my personal opinion, and this is, I can't say black aside, but my personal opinion, the top 4 or 5 sitcoms of all time are all black, and that's just me. And the only one you could argue is maybe Full House, or I like Modern Family. I like Seinfeld. I think Seinfeld is classic. I love Seinfeld.
Modern Family is number one.
Hilarious.
I'm not not too big on Modern Family. Like, it's okay.
Ooh, Modern Family is
now,
hilarious.
Seinfeld is
Seinfeld's
hilarious.
classic.
Yo,
yeah. Oh my God. Seinfeld,
and you know what?
son.
Seinfeld actually got me into Curb Your Enthusiasm because the dude and I swear the whole episode, I like how they can talk a whole episode about dumb shit like on Curb Your Enthusiasm. There was one time this man threw his trash into another man's garbage bin. The dude was talking about it like every second. This shit was hilarious, yo.
Son, you double dipped. Oh my God, son.
Double dip. Whoa, we forgot about The Office, though. We forgot about The Office.
Oh, yeah, The Office. Yeah, The Office.
But have y'all watched Community, though?
Yeah, JB Smooth killed Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yo, Curb Your Enthusiasm. I love Community. Community is hilarious, bro.
But yeah, for me, it's like Living Single, Martin, Fresh Prince, A Different World. People throw in Cosby Show. I'm not a big Cosby Show person.
Cosby Show was.
I go Good Times as my 5.
You know what? I really think Good Times hasn't aged well. I used to like it back in the day, but now when I watch it, I don't know if it's just because it's probably in 12p, but Office is better than Community. I agree. The Office is better than Community for sure. Parks and Recreation, that shit is funny too, though. Parks and Rec is funny though. Yeah, the young kids don't know about these shows, and I mean, and when you think about that, Matt, think about that. We're gonna be still old talking about this. Your kids aren't gonna remember shows like that. Like
people, we didn't even break up Third Rock from the Sun, and that was actually
Third Rock from the Sun when they were the aliens. Hey, son, that's the first time I seen Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yep, Joseph. Yep.
Oh, son. Oh my God.
Even that '70s show was funny. Even that '70s show was fucking hilarious.
The funniest episode I don't know. It's when I think about it now, but in that '70s show, the father caught Vince eating something off the floor, and he caught him like through the episode, and he was like, "The foreign kid just ate something off the floor again." That shit was fucking, but he kept catching him through the episode. But when the camera would pan on him, he'd be like, "This." Like, it was funny as shit. Yo, that '70s show good. What shows are current? I don't even know what shows like people watch these days.
I don't either. I'm
TV
lost.
Still exists, or is it all on streaming?
Like they don't really watch TV like that. It's more YouTube influences and stuff like that.
You would be the perfect person to know about because you got students. What do your students watch on TV?
They don't watch TV. They just watch apps and TikTok and Instagram and influencers. They really don't watch TV. They know about musical artists and they know about people on those other platforms, but as far as actors, not like that.
Matt just brought up something that I wanted to talk about. He says that teaches kids about responsibility and teaches life lessons, and it's true. And I always go back to I always think about the episode of Thundercats when most people don't, even G.I. Joe. Remember, G.I. Joe had a lesson like every episode. Yo, Joe, you know this. Yep. Exactly. Cobra. That Joe used to give me all the time. Cobra.
Sergeant Slaughter, though. Sergeant Slaughter in the cartoon, bro. They had Sergeant Slaughter in there, son. He was a Joe. Man. Hey, let's go. Shout out to Sergeant Slaughter, man.
Cobra.
Let's go.
Cobra. But Thundercats, most people don't know when Thundercats first came out, the first Thundercats, okay? Not that little cartoon bullshit. Now, the one that cartoon came out network a while back, that was Hard Body. But the one way back in the day, Lionel was a kid. His capsule broke and he became an adult, but he still had the mind of a child. Yeah. And
he's about the '70s, Panthro.
The '70s, right?
Yeah.
And thunder. And what's always great about that, Lionel had to learn something every episode because he was still young-minded. So when he first gets the Sword of Omens, he out there slinging it. And he didn't call for backup. He didn't call for backup. So he was getting his ass whooped. Then when he finally starts really convinced him, so he gave you the Sword of Omens. Give me sight beyond sight. And so now you can see the Thundercats like, yo, I need to call my team. And Cheetor and Panthro tell him like, yo, we're here for you, Lionel. We got your back. And when you look at it now, when I'm an adult, Because when you're a kid, you do think you can take on the world. You think you can take on the world. And
Snarf.
Right, Snarf. And even if you look at Snarf was the closest thing to Jogga in age. The rest of them, he was like by Jogga's side. Even though Jogga took the L for the team, you know what I'm saying? He took an L for the team. That's true leadership right there. All those shows had to teach you something, man. That's just crazy.
Thundercats.
And now kids don't even get that. Like you just said, your kids watching YouTube and stuff like that, and it's true. Like, oh my gosh! And what kids see on the internet, they think is Bible, bro. They think it's Bible,
and it's terrible. I love Thundercats, bro.
Thundercats. Hey, son. One of the greatest quotes came from that Thundercats they redid on Cartoon Network that I liked. The one where Lionel was like, his father was like a full-blown, looked like Mufasa. There was an episode where these seedlings, they grew up, but they would grow up in like a 15-minute or 20-minute span. So they'll go from being a seed to like a little toddler to like a full plant. And one of the elderly says, life is a great gift. It is very fragile, and it's not one we can keep forever, but it's the best gift that you can ever receive. Use it well. Dope. I'm trying to tell you that line right there, and that line came from a goddamn cartoon. So like, you just think about that. What we saw was totally different, Matt. Totally, bro.
Ancient spirits of evil.
Hey, and my run was wild. Hey, so
this decayed soul.
Wait, you know what?
It's a bum rock.
I take it back. Kids don't really watch cartoons, but other than YouTube, surprisingly, they still watch Nickelodeon, so they bring up stuff.
That's because, but I ain't gonna lie to you. You seen the Amazing World of Gumball? You seen regular show? That shit is hard body. The Amazing World of Gumball is the shit, though.
I've never seen the Amazing World of Gumball, but I seen the regular show. That's Cartoon Network.
That's Cartoon Network.
Well, what's on Nickelodeon?
I think all that the new
all that still comes on TV.
I think so.
Really?
I don't see Kenan and Kel. I don't see Amanda Bynes. I don't see Lori Beth Denver.
The big girl was funny too. What was her name? She was funny.
Lori Beth.
That was her. She was funny.
But bringing up the sitcoms, the Martin, the Fresh Prince, the Kenan and Kel.
Kenan and Kel was classic.
You just naming them, or that's your five?
They're my five growing up in the 90s.
Okay.
Like your five best sitcoms, you mean?
Family Matters, yeah.
Damn, that's a good one. If I had to name them, damn.
And yeah, probably A Different World, just because, see, at a young age, and that's the thing that kids don't have now. Seeing Black people in college.
Yep. Yeah. I love A Different World. A different world.
Yeah.
For me personally, A Different World is my personal favorite one. I don't think it's my personal best one.
You know what?
But it's my personal favorite one. I watched A Different World like a year ago, and it is so relatable.
Tyler Perry
even
and Medea,
today.
I'm in love. Man said Tyler Perry.
Oh God, no.
Y'all know what? If I had to say my favorite sitcom show, I know this is gonna sound wild, but it was probably in Living Single.
Living Single's in my five, bro.
Living Single was probably my favorite. And I would tell you why, because it was Black women united, all had good jobs, doing their thing.
Yep.
They could just chill, do whatever. Maxine was funny as shit.
And she was a lawyer.
Yep.
And I would not mind taking care of any of all of them.
Give me all of
Max.
Give me
Sinclair too. Sinclair too.
Hey, nah.
Sinclair too.
I need Maxine.
Kim Coles. Shout out to Kim Coles.
Yo, Kim Coles is bad. Color. Yeah, Kim Coles is bad. But I'm gonna need Maxine. I think I need that because she was feisty when you needed to be, but she could turn that sexy on real quick. I'm gonna go with Maxine. I need Maxine in my life.
But see, here's my thing. I will with Max too, but here's my problem. When you cross her, she got too many zingers, bro. She got too many zingers. She got those, so I'm like, yo. It's like once she gets to know you, she throws you away. But if you try to combat her, she gonna touch your soul.
She gonna touch your soul. She gonna reach out and touch you.
She used to kill cows, son.
My man said Holly Berry and Swordfish. That's his boo. That's everybody's boo, Matt. That's everybody's boo.
When she found out what type of person Cal was personally, she destroyed Cal's ego ever chance. She got, son. And it's like when a girl know what button to push to piss you off, and they're like a Max. It's like, what you gonna do?
Have y'all seen The Equalizer?
Yes.
The show though, the one with Queen Latifah.
No.
Oh, that's on hard body. That's on hard body.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. What, for real?
Okay.
It was pretty good. It's good. It's good.
I am not an expert in those particular fields, so I have no comment about that one. But I did see it. I didn't know about it.
Right. I thought you meant the Denzel Washington one where he could barely move. So seeing, okay.
But if I'm being honest, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. I definitely feel like Queen Latifah puts a lot of effort into a lot of her stunts. Like shit where I know it wasn't Denzel. I really gotta be like, damn, I think that's Queen Latifah right there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying that's actually her.
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot of her stuff is her. Now, I'm not doubting that she probably gets a stunt woman, but I was like, a lot of times, like, damn, that's Queen Latifah right there moving that thing. Let me just say.
Yeah, that's Queen Latifah's ass. Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish versus Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, hands down, easy money. Queen Latifah.
Wait, what
easy
do you mean?
money,
like
easy
first,
money.
Like looks, who you gonna take over?
Oh, Tiffany Haddish.
Now acting.
I think about career. I think about career.
Wait, Matt, are you talking career or are you talking in looks?
Career is Queen Latifah.
Yeah, wait. Also, ask how old is Matt?
Matt's probably our age. Matt's probably our age.
If we talking career, Queen Latifah hands down. Set it off alone. No. Yep. Forget set it off. Bone Collector alone beats everything Tiffany Haddish has ever done in her entire life.
He's 34. Yeah, he's 34.
Okay, so her role in Bone Collector kills everything Tiffany Haddish has ever done in her entire life.
I agree. Bone Collector was
we're done. If we talk about looks, Tiffany Haddish, yes, of course. No disrespect to Tiffany. She's a beautiful girl.
Y'all know I love big. Beautiful. Y'all know I love big women though.
Listen to me. I got no problem with Queen Latifah. Okay, you making me choose is the point.
You're making me choose is the point.
Yeah, you're making me choose. If I could have both, I would. But if you're making me choose, I'm gonna go with Tiffany. But we talk about career.
I think I'm gonna have to take looks and career wise Queen Latifah.
That's real. Haddish's biggest career moment was Nick Cannon and Cat Williams. That scene, I forgot whatever movie Nick Cannon did. It's a little bootleg movie, and she's in the movie with Cat Williams. That scene is Tiffany Haddish's best scene I've ever seen. I didn't see Girls Trip, so if Girls Trip is better, then forgive me, but I never seen it. But I can't think of the Nick Cannon movie.
Girl Trip, she practically owned that. Tiffany Haddish practically owned Girl Trip.
I'll watch Girl Trip and maybe it will change. But there's a movie she did that Nick Cannon had produced or directed, and Cat was in the movie. Look it up. It's Cat Williams. Let me see what the name. I think it's called Prom. Is it called Prom?
Wait, Matt said, "What do you see the future has with the women?"
With what? Huh?
Wait, what you talking about, Matt? Hold on, it's split up. Well, you gotta type that again, brother.
School Dance. The name of the movie is School Dance. Is a bootleg Nick Cannon movie.
School. I never heard of it. Is it funny?
No, but that scene with Cat Williams in it. But the scene, but look up, but YouTube the scene with Cat Williams.
Show business. Their future in show business. Queen Latifah always gonna be queen. She not Queen going Latifah. Nowhere. And to be honest, Tiffany Haddish ain't going nowhere either. Too. She not going. I mean, I actually
unfortunately.
I kind of like her, and I definitely feel like, but she excels in movies like where she's like Girls Trip. Like,
is that?
Yeah, I think she excels.
Is that the best thing though? Because you don't want to get typecast as the loud ratchet one. Every time.
Good point.
Good point. She was that in Girls Trip, and she was that in Nobody's Fool, and it was just to a point. After a while, it gets annoying.
Well, did you see the movie that's based off the comic book from DC, where it's her, Melissa McCarthy, and
The Boss?
Is that it?
No. And the girl from Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that.
That was all right. That was all right.
What Scott said, and Kevin Hart suffers from the same thing that we talk about with typecasted range, bro. You gotta show me some range. Like you gotta do more than just
y'all know
typical.
Who a person I didn't think had range. It's funny you said that. A person who I think didn't have range was Marlon Wayans. Then I watched Pie, and I was like, "Holy shit, this dude can act."
Marlon Wayans in that movie. I forgot the movie with George Clooney. The movie Requiem for a Dream. So
Lady Killers.
Lady Killers.
Lady Killers. Woo, Lady Killers.
Hey, you know what? I said Pie, but that's what it was called. It's called Requiem for a Dream. But the symbol on the cover was the pie symbol. That's why I always believe. Like I remember the symbol in Best Buy for it was the pie symbol. That's what I meant. Requiem for a Dream. That's what it was.
That's what I meant.
Oh, that's man. God damn, that movie was good as shit.
Yeah, that Lady Killers.
Yeah, Lady
loved
Killers.
Them. Oh my God, that movie.
And did you remember?
And that wasn't even a big movie.
You remember what that dude said on 106 and Park said that Marlon Wayans wasn't looking out for the people or something like that? It's this whole big thing.
Terrence J.
Terrence J had said something like Marlon Wayans wasn't looking. And I'm thinking, Marlon Wayans puts everybody on. What are you talking about? And his family is just... It's his family. Like, why would he not put his family on first? Like, man, Terrence J is an ass clown. That's why he only stars in BET after 8 movies.
Hello. There's no Jamie Foxx. There's no Jennifer Lopez, David Allen Greer. There's no Tommy Davidson. Yep. It doesn't happen without
In Living Color. Wait. Would Living Color be considered a sitcom? Because then that would be the top.
I see that as that's more like Mad TV. Like that's what I would see.
Sketch comedy.
In fact, Jim Carrey wouldn't have a career without the Wayans. He wouldn't even Jim Carrey wouldn't even be.
James
Carrey. It's like
James Carrey.
His name is James Carrey.
That's right. His name is James.
Just like Larry. Just like Lawrence is Larry.
That's right.
His first real name is Larry, right?
Let's say that he was acting before before Living Color.
But he wasn't big. But he wasn't big before Living Color.
From Living Color, he got Ace Ventura and all the other stuff.
And what's the best Ace Ventura?
The first one.
There you go. Smart man.
And then making the third one.
What was the second one? Oh, when he went to Africa.
That shit was funny still, but it wasn't his best one.
Now you loafing. Guano. You fake Yo.
Bumblebee tuna.
White devil.
Yeah, Bumblebee tuna.
But no, when he caught the Jeep, he was like, shish kebab. He was like,
sorry.
Go. You're out of there. He was like, you're out of there.
I lied to you not. When I have to like parallel park into a spot or park into a tight spot and I fit in, I still like a glove.
How do you feel about Jordan Fisher taking over Bart Allen? That's the dude that's gonna be in The Flash, right? Ain't that on the new season of The Flash?
Yeah.
Matt, let me just say this: The Flash needs to be stopped. Like there doesn't need to be another season of The Flash. Like,
all right, Matt.
Too late. Season 8 been announced.
They're gonna run The Flash dead. Watch. They're gonna run The Flash. And see now look. I wanted to tell y'all this too. So we already had the Flashpoint in the show.
3. Yeah.
Now we're gonna have the Flashpoint in the movie, but it's even worse in the movie because there's no characters established in the DCEU. Okay. Yes, you got Wonder Woman. Yes, you got Batman, Aquaman. But like, why are we starting with Flashpoint? Why are we starting with Flashpoint? Why? Flashpoint is such a big thing.
Okay. Send an angry email to WB.
Excuse me, WB. like, Jay, we all know the Flashpoint is the reason the New 52 exists. It's the reason the Rebirth exists. Flashpoint created all this. Why? In the Flash TV show, now they got a Bart Allen. So so now is Barry gonna tell him how to fuck up being the Flash too? Is he gonna tell him how much you want to bet they're gonna go back into the Speed Force? How much you want to bet they're gonna go?
I'll answer that for you, and I have a great legitimate answer for your question.
Okay.
It's because we as a studio suck.
I agree.
And we're looking for a cash grab, and we're trying to keep up with another studio who decided to chill and take their time to build a foundation for their movie franchises, and we're trying to keep up. So we're just pulling shit out of our asses.
Yep.
We look at message boards and we Google top 10 best comic book storylines of all time. And when we see something that we have the license to, we just going to pick any random Joe, any random writer, close our eyes, and say, you make this Flash Paradox. You do the Long Halloween. You do the Death and Return of Superman. You do Flash Paradox. That's what we are seeing from WB.
And then what I also don't like, WB has something great. We talked about on the show. They had something great with Black Lightning. Screwed that up. Had something great with Batwoman. Screwed that up. And like, they don't take any. I'm tired of seeing shows about Batman, Superman, Flash, Wonder Woman. Aquaman can actually have it. He actually got some good stories in his belt. Like with that time he had to cut off his own hand for his son. That's a great story. That's a great story. But how come you don't give me no off-brand characters? Like maybe Booster Gold. Give me some with Booster Gold. Okay?
Yo, I saw a recent clip of Black Lightning, and it had what's the nigga? Excuse me, what's the man's name? Poison Touch, Poison Pen. What's the little handsome dude? He getting his own spinoff. The little Poison dude, the boyfriend to the younger girl.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I forget his name.
Whatever his name. Whatever. Son. The reason why I saw this tweet is because someone retweeted it and said in the quote tweet, what the hell type of set pieces are they doing for Black Light? It looked like the set of a Power Rangers 92 Power Rangers film. Like the whole computer was looking like random ass Nintendo buttons. It looked pathetic, bro. It looked horrible. You remember back in the day in the 90s when the niggas pressing on the computer buttons and it's just like a regular black screen of like colors and it doesn't mean nothing at all, and you can tell it doesn't. This is 2021 and Black Lightning looks like that.
Hey,
and that goes.
But I told you, they took no time with Black Lightning.
They didn't care. Just like I said, they didn't care.
Matt just said, I love Kimberly from Power Rangers. Everybody loved Kimberly, Matt. That wasn't no joke. Everybody loved Kimberly.
Yeah, Kimberly was.
Kimberly was the joke.
Yeah, Kimberly Tosh and Aisha.
Yeah, oh my God.
Definitely.
We took a picture. We took a picture with Aisha, Scott.
Let me tell you something. It's so funny. On my widget on my phone, it still pops up. I showed you the picture of all of us together. That shit was tough, man.
Hey, son, I still got that picture to this day of all of us out there with Aisha.
Took a picture with Aisha.
Oh my God. And she was cool as shit. That's the thing. She was cool as shit. She was cool as shit, bro.
She was. She was. But yeah, man, like WB, like it's so funny. Outside of superhero films, WB know what they're doing. I gotta give them credit for Godzilla and Kong. It made so much money in the box office in spite of COVID. I gotta give them credit. I think Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm gonna just let y'all know right now. I'm probably gonna give Mortal Kombat a 10 regardless because I'm biased. So at least I'm letting y'all know ahead of time. It gotta be bad for me to be biased about Mortal Kombat. I still watch Mortal Kombat 2, the movie. So
okay, I'm about to say Mortal Kombat 2 was bad. The first one wasn't good. First one was all right. First one was good.
Classic. It's the best video game movie ever made.
Yeah, I agree.
The second one is bad.
Annihilation was bad. Annihilation was bad.
I can't turn my eyes away from it. I still watch every scene. Like I'm still sitting there like
the first 5 minutes is bad. You're like, what the shit? What just happened? Did Johnny just fucking die?
That killed me.
Yo. But the first Mortal Kombat, hey y'all, I remember being packed in the movie theater when the first Mortal Kombat came out. My dad took me and Justin, and my cousin Wim was there with his father. All it took was Mortal Kombat. Bama's was up like, oh shit, this joke gonna be fire. This gonna be fire.
My parents took me too. That joke was so funny. My man Johnny Cage, hey Lou, when Goro made all the noise, hey Lou, go around the corner, go check that out and see what that is. Yep. Me and Sonya will wait for you right here. The greatest fight scene in all of live action Mortal Kombat is Johnny and Scorpion, and that shit.
Yeah, that was the one. That was the
dope,
one.
Boy,
it come out next week, Matt. The new Mortal Kombat come out next week. During
that fight, I appreciated the get over here, but when he kept saying and get down here, I was like. because that's when they run the line into the ground. I was just like,
but it was dope because he kicked the joint when he said he was like, get down here. He kicked the joint. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, oh, get down here. Whoa, that dope was dope, man.
I loved how like y'all see how they try to give the Johnny's little kick, but they teleported him to the little round. But you see how they did that in the because they almost gave you the kick, but it looks like he's doing it, but he's teleporting into the
teleporting into the jaw. Oh God, man, what? That joke was dope. And my man left the
closest rated R film close to MA. Bro, that joint, I'm trying to tell you, Mortal Kombat gonna be hard body. Mortal Kombat, you can already tell. You can already tell.
Hope so. When I kill people with because I actually use Kano and MK11. That's one of the people I use. And before the battle, don't laugh. I cut you from ear to ear. And he wasn't even supposed to be Australian, bruh. But they said he wasn't supposed to be Australian. He's supposed to be Japanese. Japanese. But because the live action Australia actor, rest in peace, he passed away.
Love you too, Matt. Love you too, man. Matt just said, love y'all guys. Matt said, man, love you too, Matt. Stay focused, Matt.
But yeah, the actor, the live action actor, the first Mortal Kombat was so iconic that since him, they made every Kano Australian like him. He was supposed to be Japanese.
And you said the guy who played him died?
Huh? He died in real life. He's gone in real life.
Rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he died in real life. But yeah, he wasn't meant to be Australian. He was supposed to be Japanese.
He was iconic. And that line was iconic. From ear to ear.
Yeah, and it made sense of his storyline that he worked for the Black Dragon and he was importing weapons from the Earth world to the Outworld with Shao Kahn.
Matt just so they was like, all right, to the channel. Good look, Matt. What? Thanks for the sub, baby.
Yeah, so it made sense. So every Kano game after Mortal Kombat, they made him look Australian. Yeah, because of the actor.
But he was, and sometimes you get those iconic actors that happens, bro.
He killed it, son. He killed it.
I want y'all to tell you, you know who else is iconic in a movie that's the father from Independence Day. The one who he was like, he was the one who he had been telling him for years. He flew the plane. He said,
he's
lying when he tells him, I've been telling him for 10 goddamn years that the alien took me, but they never believed me.
Was it National Lampoon Vegas?
Yes.
Was he in National Lampoon Vegas? Right.
He's such an iconic character, bro. He was like, I've been telling him for 10 goddamn years. Nobody believed me. That shit was funny. That shit was great.
I flew crop dusting for 15 years, and the aliens abducted me, and I'm ready to take them down, sir.
He's like, I'm ready to take them out, sir. He's like, and then even the joke he says, "Hello, boys, I'm back." He flies and jump right into the door. Hard body, bro. Hard body.
Then they had to ruin it and make a sequel,
son. And did you see the sequel? Did you see it?
Unfortunately. Speed Boy from The Boys is in the freaking was the son of Will Smith.
Yes. That shit was trash. How many times? There's probably only 2 sequels that I can honestly say, 2 movies that are sequels that are good. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Okay. Terminator 2 Judgment Day may just be that shit is better than the first one to me. That's better than the first one. Mm-hmm. And the mummy with Brandon Fraser. The second one was good. How you go from one of the greatest? Okay. So you gonna say the Mummy Returns wasn't good? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I guess the Mummy Returns wasn't good.
I don't agree or disagree with Terminator only because I think the vibe was different.
The vibe was definitely different. The vibe was definitely different. The vibe was definitely different for sure.
I'll throw in another sequel. Underworld 2, very, very, very great film.
Yes. That's when they're actually on the run in the Yes, there is, and we only acknowledge the best Indiana Jones movie. The best one is The Last Crusade. That's the best one. The Last Crusade is the best Indiana Jones movie. If I had to rank them,
Underworld too, Scott.
That's when her and the werewolf are on the run, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I liked it.
That spawned 5 other Underworld movies that we didn't need.
Yeah, it was a lot of them.
Even a prequel. But
you know what? But sometimes, like I was saying, some movies are just made to be all right, and those were all right. They were at least watchable. All of them was at least watchable.
That's funny shit.
Aliens.
Movies.
Don't bring aliens into this. Aliens. Alien 3 were good. Like those were good. Now I would tell you what I did not like. What's the one that came out that everybody was Prometheus? I did not like Prometheus at all. I did not like Prometheus. I did not like Prometheus.
It was all right. Alien Prometheus, the sequel, the Alien Covenant.
Now, Alien Covenant was good. Alien Covenant was good. I did not like Prometheus.
Prometheus.
The only thing that was good in Prometheus was the music. That was it. I mean, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. To me, I mean, I know it's supposed to be a prequel, but it was basically aliens with just a different color alien. I was like,
but I mean, that was the whole point. It was supposed to be like a twist.
I know, but it was just, to me, now Alien Covenant. I did like Covenant. That was good. I did like that.
That was more traditional.
True Blood was good. True Blood is good though. True Blood is good.
The TV show.
Yeah, TV show.
How the hell we get on True Blood?
Matt just put it on the joint. That's why I was like True Blood. Matt just put it in the chat. Matt was like True Blood. True Blood was good though.
Oh, you talking sequels? Yeah. Covenant was good. Prometheus was.
I'm still trying to get over Scott not liking The Mummy Returns.
Right, Scott.
What's
The Rock was in it.
That was the one The Rock was in? No.
Yes.
The Rock was in the.
Wait, so the third one was the one with Jet Li, right?
Right. That one was not good. That one was not good.
Oh.
That one was not good.
Okay. So the one with the Rock and Scorpion King. The first one.
The first one is better, but the second one is good. I'm not saying it's like.
Oh
This
is cursed. This is cursed.
But you know who the undercover funny dude is in that joke? The brother.
Yeah.
Evelyn's brother. Yeah.
This is cursed.
That is cursed.
Wait, didn't they make a not a remake, but like an updated version where the son was grown up? That's
Mummy 3.
That's 3.
Oh,
because Evie's not in that one, right?
It's
the original.
Evie.
The
it's
original.
a new Evie. Yeah, they recast.
Yeah, they recast, which was that was dumb. Because
well, here's the thing. She became a bigger actress.
She did. That was probably to me. That's probably that's one of Brandon Fraser's big movies. That's one of Brandon Fraser's best movies. The Mummy. The Mummy is probably one of his best movies.
It kills me to this day that Brandon Fraser is not as big as he should be.
Correct. And he deserves all of that love, bro.
Encino Man.
George of the Jungle, Blast from the Past. From the Past was the shit.
What was the movies where they robbed the store? There was the rock band that robbed the store and they got stuck in the store.
Not Spinal Tap. Is it Spinal Tap?
No, it's not Spinal Tap. It's
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name though.
It's a star-studded cast. I think Adam Sandler's in it too.
Adam Sandler and I forgot his name.
Matt Buckingham. He says 300 versus The Mummy. Come on, Matt. Don't do that. 300. Come on, bro. Don't do that. And Brandon Fraser, man, he do deserve all the credits, though. He really do, bro. That man, bro. And
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. Elliot Richards splitting gas at your ass.
That's the line. That's the line of the movie.
Airheads.
The Rocks, the rock music one, yeah.
Yeah, Buscemi, Steve Buscemi, Brandon Fraser, and Adam Sandler.
And come on, George of the Jungle was good, y'all. Y'all figured George of the Jungle was funny.
Because of my brother, we had the VHS and we watched George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle was funny.
George of the Jungle, though. George of the Jungle.
Bad guy falls in poop. That is civic comedy. Now it's the part where we throw our hearts back and laugh. Ready? ready. They all got it. Come on, man. In fact, Bedazzle, man,
Bedazzle is very underrated.
It really is. It really
Bedazzle and Monkey Bone. Those are
yes,
two.
Yo, Monkey Bone was good.
Bone. Oh my gosh. Bedazzle. You look good, you feel good, you play good.
You play good, you know, it was good. You know, I felt good.
But your man kept sweating though. He kept sweating.
Oh, number one.
But yeah, Bedazzle. What was his name? Orlando Jones.
Yeah, Orlando Jones.
Yes, yeah. When he was sniffing the coke, son.
Oh my God. Den of Thieves was good. Den of Thieves was good. That shit. Oh my God.
But yeah, I'm shocked Brendan Fraser isn't as big as he's supposed to be. Man.
But you know what? I blame that on Hollywood too, bro. I blame that on Hollywood because, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Pauly Shore should have been bigger than what he was.
Brendan Fraser blamed that on Hollywood too. Pauly Shore. Wow. Pauly Shore. That's my man.
Hey, yo, come on. Son-in-law was funny as shit. I still tell people.
Here's the thing.
In the army?
Here's the thing.
Army, oh my God.
Here's the thing. Pauly Shore was a gimmick. His whole persona was a gimmick. I think that's why.
But come on, Scott. He was in a Goofy movie. He was like,
what's up, bro?
Hey, come on, in the army now. Hey, son, in the army when she's like, drop the pen, throw the grenade. Yes, Joe Sergeant. Drop the pen, throw the grenade. Yes, Joe Sergeant. He does the complete opposite. Then he's like, thank you, Joe Sergeant. I owe you my life. She's like, no, you owe me 50. Or the part when they didn't want to go to war. And Paul Mooney was a dude. He was.
You go right to my favorite scene. This man said,
he said,
"Oh, y'all gay? Kiss him."
He said, "Kiss him." He said,
"Is there water in Chad? Is there food in Chad?"
He said, "Is it hot in Chad?
Is it hot in Chad?"
David Allen Greer, bro. Come on, bro.
He's afraid of spiders.
The girl from Tank Girl, what's her name? She was in there.
She was in Point Break too.
Yeah, she was in Point Break. Yep.
I had a crush.
I forget her name.
I had a crush.
I forget her name.
I had a crush.
No,
I had a crush.
Yeah, I always remember her from Tank Girl. Tank Girl was my shit.
Yeah, I had a crush.
Come on, Scott, you remember Tank Girl?
Lori Petty is her name.
Lori Petty. You remember Tank Girl, right?
Andy Dick. Andy Dick. Is it hot in Chad?
Is it hot in Chad?
Andy Dick.
Oh my God.
Lori Petty. She was bad. Boy, in Point Break too, boy.
Oh my God. Bruh. And you know what? You know what's crazy? I would have never, and I had said a long time ago, before Keanu Reeves got big, I kept on saying, I don't know why this man is not in more movies. Keanu Reeves is that dude, son. He really is. He really is. Like, Speed is probably one of my favorite movies. Speed.
You like Johnny Mnemonic?
Johnny Mnemonic was the God damn it, that shit was good. Oh my God, another underrated movie. Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted. Have y'all seen the new Bill and Ted? The new Bill and Ted is good too.
I haven't seen the new Bill and Ted.
Oh my God,
y'all gotta watch
bro.
it. Of course I see the old Bill and Ted.
Oh my God. Bogus Journey is the shit. When they go down in hell, that movie doesn't get half enough love as it does, bro. Man, seriously.
It doesn't, son.
Man, Keanu Reeves is that dude, bro. He really is. He really is. All right, y'all. My big ass need to eat. So, I love you. Scott, why you always laugh when I say my big ass need to eat? I'm just keeping 100 with you. I'm just keeping 100 with you. I love y'all. Like a fat kid love cake. Y'all my brothers in arms. Love y'all. Love y'all.
Of course, man.
Love y'all.
Of course,
Scott,
man.
You doing good up there in New York? Hey, Scott, I meant to send you something. This dude, this Jones says, welcome to New York. Scott, it's a rat. Somebody caught a rat. Now, I don't know if it's fake, Scott. I don't know. But the rat is like this fucking big, son. It's like this fucking big.
Why is it always a rat,
son? Scott, I couldn't believe it. I was like, son. And all I think about is the time we went to New York. And we was down in the subway. And I just said, let's go hang out the joke. Oh my God. Yo, Jay, when I tell you the rat was like this big, bro, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Son.
It's a rat from New York. Hey, your man sound like Crocodile Dundee.
Hey, no boy. Yo, I was like, bro, and you know what's funny?
Be a rat from New York.
Hey, I never forget one time when I was coming. You know, I used to work downtown by the Watergate, and one time I used to have to walk past like this back alley, and this back alley, a lot of rats because there was a food restaurant out back. Y'all, I never forget the rat ran across the other side of the alley, and I swear to God, I thought that shit was a goddamn cat. That shit was huge. That shit was huge.
I see rats when I work at the hospital. I see rats a good amount of times. Not even though in no back dumpster. I'm walking out the front door and one will scurry across me.
If you go downtown late at night, like especially not going F Street or by the I'm about to say the MCI Center, but I don't even think it's the Verizon Center. The Capital One. Yeah. You'll see rats all day down there.
Oh, I'm sure.
You'll see rats all day.
Hey, you remember that scene on Major Payne when he looked over like at the cat, like, yeah, this fire rat. Hey, you probably walk over to a rat. And you probably walk past the rat. Oh, it's a rat. And the rat like, yeah, nigga. And the rat like, it's a nigga. It's a rat. It's a nigga. The rat like, it's a nigga. Like, the rat can talk. Yeah, I can talk, nigga. I'm your size.
Yo.
Smash the splitter down that joint. Kicking it, bro. Well, probably had to put one of them jokes on the leash.
Hey, Scott, can we come up to visit you, bro? Can we come up to visit you? Now, you say that. If I tell you I'm coming up next week, you coming? You going to open the door?
Next week? Probably not, because we got finals, man. You better wait till, maybe summertime.
As long as you could point me to the dope restaurant spots.
Hey, son.
The legit.
They got a Korean.
I'm talking about legit. I ain't talking about hole
if I come up to visit you, there's a place in New York.
I don't mind a hole in the wall for certain foods like pizza and chicken, but
no. When we get to New York, the first place we're going to get this Peking duck. This Peking duck I heard is the best in New York. I'm getting some. And then we're going to Korean barbecue. And Scott, you better know a good Korean barbecue place. It better be the most hole-in-the-wall joint because the hole-in-the-wall joint's got all the good food.
I just want to eat good. That's all I'm saying. I just want to eat good.
I want to eat good when I come to New York. That's all I want to. I want to eat good.
I just want to eat good.
I want to eat good, Scott. What's good? I don't want to hear nothing about no damn finals. You trying to better yourself. Nobody want to hear all that. We just want to eat.
I went to the McDonald's beside the Apollo Theater before. I don't want to go back.
Well, that's where you messed up. You don't go to McDonald's or fast food restaurants in the hood.
I only got French fries. I ain't ordered nothing else.
Hey, Scott, hood food got the best food, all right? All right, let me tell you something. The best IHOP I have ever eaten at, the best IHOP I've ever eaten at is the IHOP on Alabama Avenue in Southeast. And I should
go to IHOP right after I close, after we done.
Korean is so good, man. Korean barbecue is so good. Dude, I'm trying to tell you, that is the best IHOP I have ever eaten at. It's the one on Alabama Avenue in Southeast. It's the best IHOP I have ever eaten at. And I stamped that.
You did it. I'm going to go get a breakfast sampler right after we done. Go give me a nice little breakfast sampler. You're damn right.
Trying to tell you, it'll change your life.
Substitute the ham for 2 extra bacon.
There you go. Substitute the ham, baby.
And no knock on pancakes. I have no problem with pancakes, but I'm not a big sugar eater. I feel like pancakes need syrup. So I can get extra hash browns.
Matt can contest to this. Matt, who's on the jump. The best pancakes I've ever had came from Marie's down in Waldorf. That's the best pancakes I've ever had. La Plata. That's the best pancakes I've ever had.
And speaking while we being fat, I'm scared to try chicken and waffles, bro. I'm scared.
So it depends on where you get it from.
Because I don't want syrup on my chicken. And I don't think it's nasty that syrup's on the chicken. But I'm just a hot sauce dude for chicken. Syrup. That's the only problem.
Hot sauce. I don't like hot sauce on my food. On my chicken. I don't like hot sauce on my chicken.
What?
Nope. I do not like hot sauce on my chicken.
Scott, get him.
Nope.
Well, it's been established since high school that he eats some weird shit. So.
That's true.
I still remember asking him. You said you don't eat. I think at the time you said I don't eat bacon. I don't eat sausage.
That was clearly a lie. That was clearly a lie. I was definitely lying about that. I was clearly lying.
I was
Man, you don't eat bacon or sausage.
That was clearly a lie. Like straight up.
I would have straight up. Man, this man will make a freaking fire pit and put a whole pig with an apple in his mouth. Turn that motherfucker.
I would turn that. And then I told y'all some of the best food. When I was down in Georgia, son, they kicked a pig in the ground. I ate off that thing all night. Give me all that off the pig. Marie's literally had the best pancakes on the East Coast. I'm not lying to you, bro. Matt just said, I'm trying to tell you.
Hold me down with a hog one day. I don't mind eating a hog on the pig on the fire pit one day.
Hey, son, if y'all say, well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how to cook a hog, but I'll learn. But I know it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Get a little fire pit.
Just keep turning that junk. But I'm not telling you. If y'all want good pancakes, son, Marie's.
Y'all, and the pancake. I'm good up that.
Are you trying to eat the hog, Slim? What you doing?
I don't eat the pork like I used to, man. I'm not saying I'm just saying I'm not eating that. I'm eating other forms of protein. So
he don't want to see the process of how the hog is made, but he'll eat the finished product afterwards. No. When the bacon already looks like bacon, he'll eat that. But he won't eat the hog.
Let me tell you. When that fire hit the underbelly of that pig and that shit tastes like bacon, boy.
Boy.
That's your fire, Scott. I try. Hey, you have not had pig until it's on a roast, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Let's go.
I take your word for it.
Oh my God. So do you still eat like ribs and ribs? That's pork, but like cow, like beef. You still eat like beef?
I still eat chicken and beef. Yes.
Wait, okay, hold on. This is when people kill me. Y'all know beef is probably like the worst meat that's for you. So you'll eat beef, but you won't eat pig? Why not pig?
Hold up. Wait. You saying that that beef is worse than pork?
Yes, by all means. And I think people get the wrong idea of pig. See, let me tell you about pig where people mess up. People think that pigs are filthy. That's not the case. If they're in a small enclosure, they're filthy. A pig will do its business in different spots if it has a big enough cage. Pigs really aren't filthy. Cows eat anything and shit. They're damn near like chicken. Chicken is probably the worst. You can literally put anything in front of a chicken and it will eat it without any remorse. Like chickens, pigs are really not that bad. Cows, and when I say red meat is more bad for you than pork will ever be.
Talk to him, Josh.
And I literally had to cut back on because you know me, I used to eat. Remember that time I ate 8 steaks for my birthday? Jay almost died. Remember that?
Yes.
Almost died.
Yes.
Had 8 steaks for my birthday.
Okay.
Chickens will literally eat cow shit. Literally.
Okay. Okay. All right, Josh.
No.
You don't want to hit. You don't want to hit.
No. It's just like, okay. All right.
I'm being legit. Like beef is probably the worst meat you can have. Like literally, it's the worst. Like that is the worst meat you can literally have. Pork is not that bad. I don't know why everybody doesn't like pork though. Like they'll tell you, "Oh, I fuck with the cow, but I don't eat pig." Well, why don't you eat pig? And now I can see if it's your religion, but they'll say, "Well, pigs are just filthy." Well, if they don't have a big enough pen to do their business in, yes, they will be. But I have literally, my uncle had pigs in South Carolina. Well, his next door neighbor. A pig and the pig had a big pen, huge pen. He will shit in one corner, waddle in the other corner all the way across. Never cross-contaminated the junk. Never. Pig is actually damn, like, they just get a bad rep because they're pigs. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think pigs, you thinking dirt. You thinking, like, waddling and crap like that. Like, I'm trying to tell you, you'll probably be better off if you, right now, was to eat steak for the rest of your life, you'll die in 3 years. Like pig, you'll live for a little bit. You'll live.
Bacon.
Good to know. I eat 8 steaks in a night, then I may die next week.
Oh, you're definitely. I literally had to go to the ER, so you'll probably literally die. You're probably like literally. But I'm trying to tell you, take it from me, bro. You know I'm a carnivore. This is it. I really did not know beef was bad for you until maybe like 4 years ago. And the doctor was like, no, you need to cut back on your, they was like, red meat is like really bad. Like you can have it, but you shouldn't be having it like more than like 2 to 3 times a week.
Talk to him, Josh.
Real
Ain't
shit.
nothing wrong with no bacon.
She said chicken's fine.
Hold on. Hey, Jay, you and your ad libs, your commentary. Talk to him.
Matt,
like,
come on.
Hold on. We get into this.
I gave you an ad lib earlier too.
First off, we ain't supposed to be eating meat every damn day anyway.
That's true. You're right. You are absolutely right. You are right.
Eat meat every day.
You said 2-3 times a week.
Right.
Nah, 2-3 times a month.
I'll eat meat every day.
You are absolutely right.
I'll eat meat every day.
You are absolutely right. Bacon doesn't give you meat sweats. You're right. Bacon doesn't give, but my man Matt said the bacon don't give you meat sweats, but beef will. That beef almost had me dying. Before I say this, do you know Matt personally? Yes, I know him personally. Okay. He's right though, Scott. You can literally eat as many ribs as you want and bacon as you want. You won't get the meat sweats. The minute you chug more than beef, then you will literally feel like shit. Like literally. Beef, like you're absolutely right. You're really not supposed to be eating like meat like that too. But let me try to tell you, the longest I have gone without eating meat was 2 days. I thought I was gonna die. I was like, oh my God, I gotta have some chicken or something. Like, oh my God. I couldn't do it. What's the longest you gone without eating meat, Scott?
A week and a half.
A week? Oh, I don't know if I could do a week. A week? Oh God, I don't know if I can do a week, bro. Oh shit. Oh, it's hard enough for me not to have meat on Fridays when it's Good Friday. I mean, damn. You know what? Maybe I should put that to the test. Maybe I should try to go a whole week without eating meat. I'm gonna try that, Scott.
I can't do it.
Hey, you know what? You know what, John? Nah, I told you years ago. I told you back in 2012, 2013, what you need to do, what you should do.
Cut out the rice. Cut out pasta. Cut out bread, rice, pasta. What else? That was like the thing. Do I gotta
cut on the rice.
Right,
the
rice is the one.
Rice is my issue.
I can cut out bread. I can cut out pasta. Rice is the one.
Rice. Oh my God.
Rice is the one, bro. Is there a way to go around the rice, Scott? And don't tell me no brown rice, because brown rice is just
brown rice or forbidden rice.
What's forbidden rice?
It's like
forbidden.
It's like black or purple rice.
I'll go yellow.
Scott, so let me ask you this. Is there a reason I'll go yellow?
This man.
Scott, so is there a way? Scott, where you going? Get your mic back. Get your hands back. My man said, I'll do yellow. I'll go yellow. Oh, shit. Scott, is there a way that I can lose weight? Now, I cannot eat bread. Is there a way I can lose weight without eating bread and pasta, but keep the rice? I'm just asking.
Do you know what moderation is?
Yes. So you're saying how many moderation? Like 1 cup? 1 cup of rice? Come on, Scott, work with me. Don't tell me something like a half a cup. That's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. Come on, Scott. What I gotta do?
I told you what you got to do.
I do like cauliflower rice.
Hold on. I told you what you had to do, and you said you got results, right?
Yes, but now, yes, you're absolutely right. I did get results, and actually, I need to do that because I just purchased a new bike. Okay, I just purchased.
Is it one of those ones you can fold up, or is it like a regular bike?
Oh,
because
why would my fat ass buy a folding bike, Scott? What the hell I look like?
I don't know. You claim to be riding all around the city, so
yeah, and I do that on my regular road bike, not a folding bike. I do that on my road bike. But now I just bought a new bike. Okay.
Okay. What are you trying to get? What are you trying to get out of riding your bike? Oh, fun exercise.
No, I normally do it for exercise. Like this past week, I went 30 miles.
Okay, you riding 30 miles a day eating 8 steaks.
First of all, I didn't say I didn't eat. I didn't even say I ate. See, I don't eat that come on for the bike. So what I do, I eat my calorie count. My calorie count allows me only 1,400 calories a day. Okay? Now, the thing about it is, I don't try to eat the bread and shit because I know bread and pasta really not my thing, but rice is my thing. I love rice. It's going to be really hard for me not to eat rice. Really rice.
There's nothing wrong with brown rice. There's really nothing. It doesn't taste different. It really don't notice.
Yeah. So Matt, for you, you may not know, but Scott used to be big. Scott used to be big, but he changed his lifestyle because he wanted to be an actor. I'm just fucking with him. No, Scott used to be big, but Scott lost a lot of weight. Like, he literally did. He went away one summer, and Bama was like, Scott, where the rest of you go? You know what I'm saying? So Scott does know because Scott didn't lost the weight.
Hold on, Jay. Don't be nodding your head, man. Don't be feeding to what he's saying.
But that's a good thing. You lost weight. It's true. I'm not saying that you as big as me, but you were big. You were hefty. Were you not?
Both of y'all lost weight.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Scott, you lost a lot of weight. I mean, and that's a good thing. So Scott cut out Matt would like to know what you did to lose your weight. So I'd rather it come from you than me, because you were there.
Matt asked a lot of questions today.
Hey, he's allowed to ask those questions because he's subbed. He's allowed to ask those questions. He's supporting the channel.
Facts. That's a fact.
So if you don't mind, Scott, could you start from the beginning, your motivation and what you did?
Diet and exercise.
That's very bland. That's very bland. That's very bland.
Look, the true reasoning is that, we streaming. The true reasoning isn't appropriate for 2021. The real reason. So
Wait, the real reason you lost weight? Why isn't it appropriate?
Is that trust me? It ain't safe for me.
Okay, we get that. Okay, well,
why?
Well, tell him
because
what you did.
It's just going to seem hurtful.
Okay, well, tell him the dieting, because I didn't know that. That's something new to me. In fact, if you want to pour out your heart right now, that would probably be suffice to know why people, because I didn't know what you're saying. I didn't know this. I thought you just lost weight just to lose weight. I didn't know what you're talking about right now.
Nah, yeah, I did. I lost weight for me, but also, so if I ever wanted to. I lost it for me. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Just, keep a diary of what you eat, the amount of calories. Go to the gym if you can get the money, if you could, get a personal trainer, and go a couple days, couple weeks, and then figure out the routine, and then you could just say, all right, and do it yourself.
But I know for a fact you told me you cut out bread and pasta like instantly.
But that's something you should do at the very beginning, because once you cut that out and 30 days, depending on how big you are, 30 days, 45 days, this shit will fall off.
Dude, gotta fall off. So you substitute brown rice with white rice when you did that, or you didn't eat rice at all?
Dude, stop trying to compromise.
I'm trying.
Like you should keep trying to. Well, if I do this, I do this. No, just how about you just stop. Just have fruits, vegetables, have plant-based proteins, as well as you can have meat-based proteins, but not every single day, 3 times a day.
So once a day for meats. Okay, gotcha. Matt said, what was your motivation for losing weight? Now, just remember,
again, the honest to God answer. I tell you after we start recording, but it's probably can't be said, because then it's going to put me in a certain light. But okay. I'll just say that motivation was for me and my future.
That's real.
Okay, I can take that. I'll take that. Got you. Okay, all right. Well, let me tell you. I did keto, Matt, when we was when I first got to RMC, I was doing keto. And let me tell you, I didn't drink sodas. And yes, rice, bread, and pasta, I cut out. And it worked. Here's the problem.
How much did you lose when I told you not to have bread, pasta, rice?
Shit, I like
30 pounds.
Yeah, I lost close to like 30 pounds. Yeah, I did. If you want that shit to fall off fast, Scott is absolutely right. If you stop eating the pasta, the bread, and the rice, and I ain't gonna lie, sodas
and
too.
Dairy too. Dairy and yeah.
Yep. So soda is and let me tell you something. I have not had a soda in probably like 6 months now. And soda is not bad for me. The thing that's bad for me, I think me and Jay, like I love rice. Rice is my shit. Like I love rice. It's really hard for me to cut out rice.
Is it the rice or is it the rice and gravy?
It's not even great. I can eat rice by itself. I can eat just a bowl of rice. I don't even need nothing on it.
I always, with me personally, when I eat rice, I'll always have other stuff around it to where when it's mixed in with the rice, it doesn't affect me. If I'm eating rice and collard greens and I put vinegar in my greens and the vinegar soaks into the rice,
that's no problem.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Chicken on my plate. I put hot sauce on my chicken. It hits the rice. That's a good day for me. Yeah. So whatever I eat around rice is always a good day for me. So that's why I always eat rice. It's like a go-to side dish.
And I'm kind of like Jay. Like I can literally eat a bowl of rice with nothing on it.
Facts.
Yeah. I can literally just eat a bowl of rice, and I'm completely fine with it. I think I like rice number one because I definitely feel like it's filling. If you have a cup of rice, you'll definitely be like, okay, I'm done for the day. Like, you good.
Rice and cabbage and chicken, rice and collard greens and lamb and lamb and rice steak and whatever. It's always rice is always involved, and it's like, yeah, okay.
COVID has definitely. I will tell you, COVID. When we first went into quarantine, Matt, I was 320. I was 320 when we first went into quarantine. I am now 284. And the main reason I'm 284, I'm going to tell you what made my motivation. I wanted this bike. Okay? The bike is kind of expensive. It's like $4,800. The one I really wanted was $55.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I can take you to Target and we can get you a bike for
this bike was $55.
I take you to Target. We can get you a bike for $150.
I got a Huffy bike right here. For like $100.
You see how your down tubes are and stuff? My bike's a little bit more aero. I could probably get loose on that bike. My bike's a little bit more aero. It cuts through the wind. So the reason
aerodynamic.
Mm-hmm. The tubes are different. It's a road bike, so it's literally a road bike.
So you be on the road with the cars, going 25 miles.
No. My highest speed, my top speed on the bike consistently is 14 miles an hour.
I bump into people like you who ride bikes in the middle of the street when there's a sidewalk you can use.
See, now I zip through the joint. I don't even get on the sidewalk anymore. I'm on the road because the road makes you faster because you're hogging up the lane.
Get out of my way, man.
The road makes you faster.
Look, I'm in a car, okay?
Yes, that is true. That is true.
And now the worst part is I'm in a Charger now. You can never outrun me now.
That's true.
So get the hell on the sidewalk.
And I want to tell you, what made me upset was every time I went
on the Tour de France,
I be in there and I be getting low. When I'm going down the hills, I get in the drops. I be low as a mug, like
Hey, yo. Do you keep up the same consistency when you're going uphill? Do you
the consistency? My uphill consistency is probably 11 miles an hour. It's harder going uphill. Believe that. That's why.
Do you stand up? Do you stand up on the bike, or do you just continue to sit and pedal?
It depends. If I want to change gears, if I want to keep my speed, then I'm out of the saddle. I'm out of the saddle. I'm out of the saddle. But if I want to change, then I switch down to the lowest gear and just pedal up the jump. But see, that's why I wanted a light bike, and all the light bikes require you to be a certain weight. And I got tired of breaking spokes and shit because of my weight. So it made me lose weight because I wanted the bike. So when I got the bike, I said, I bet And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a gym person, but that bike, hey y'all, the longest I went this season has been 30 miles. Last season, the total amount I went in a day was 50. I rode 50 miles. I would have never thought in a million years my big ass would be able to ride 50 miles on a bike. Never. And then the first thing they always say, oh, it's an electric bike. No, mine is all pedal, baby. That's all my big ass pushing that shit. In fact, in October, I'm in a race. It's not really a race, but it's 100 miles. It's 100 miles. 100 miles on the bike. So I've been training for it to get ready for it.
Wait, when? October?
Mm-hmm. It's in Salisbury. It's
shout out to Salisbury. Shout out to Ocean City.
Salisbury.
Shout out to my Eastern Shore people.
Without going into detail, how about this? How about you don't kill yourself a month before the events of November?
Oh, I ain't gonna kill. Trust me. If anything, if I feel like I'm about to bonk out, then I'll stop. But dude, I'm trying to tell you, the day I went 50 miles, I actually looked down at the watch. And the watch like beeped, like vibrated real bad. And I thought, oh shit, somebody blowing up my phone. And the John was like, hey, you just went 50 miles. I was like, for real? You don't even notice it. You don't even notice it. You don't even notice it. The only reason I noticed it, because I was downtown. And so I went from downtown to Alexandria to Arlington, came up by Clarendon, came back around. That's the only way I noticed. I went.
You tripping, Holmes. Tripping. You did better than me. You went from Maryland to what? Oh man.
Yeah. And then it's some parts around here like Haynes
tripping,
Point.
Man. You tripping.
You tripping.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate that. You know, Haynes Point is 5 miles all the way around. Didn't know that until one day I was doing it. Looked down at my watch and the shit say I'm at 30. Wait, how am I at 30? Because Haynes Point is 5 miles all the way around. Didn't even know. Didn't even know. So the thing about it is, like Scott was saying, I can't go 30 miles, then come back and eat 3,000 calories. So I got to be careful when I'm on the bike because you could boink out early. So boinking out early is kind of like you losing all your energy. So on the bike, I got these little gels or like these little chewables. They're kind of like the Gatorade chewables that help me out. But the thing about it is when I get off the bike, I'm fucking starving. I'm starving by the time I come off the bike. I'm starving. So I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, holy, what do I gotta eat, you know? So what I try to do, the bike has at least made me eat better because what the thing is, I at least try to eat maybe 2 eggs and a little bit of oatmeal. Not no grit. Bacon does not sit well with me when I'm on the bike. It does. The grease gets to me.
That sounds good as hell. Boy. He had some eggs, grits, and bacon. Was the egg scrambled with butter and cheese?
Oh, so you're saying the pork fucks up your stomach a little bit?
No. I'm saying when I'm on that bike and I'm eating, like no bull. I used to keep like apples with me on the bike. I can't eat apples either. It's something about being on that bike with my gut that it does not. I get cramps.
Don't fall for the pork demon,
Josh. He tried. He tried.
He tried.
I could have been the same way. Like, oh, beef would have fucked up my stomach too.
Yeah, no. Stay with pork. On the pork side. Right.
Matt said, so the dude in New York, what does he do? You mean working out, Matt, or like what does he do for a living? Yeah, that bike has really made me, and then that's another thing. I got tired of people telling me, oh, well, get this bike. Well, that's not a road bike. You know, and the dude was being real with me. He was like, and I wanted him to be real. I was like, man, no, what's on your mind? Tell me. I ain't no little, he said, Mr. Jones, I just want to tell you, this bike got a weight requirement. Oh, for real? And he's telling me that for my safety. It's a carbon frame. Carbon, yes, it's strong, but they use carbon components that can snap and stuff under the weight. Right. And I applaud him telling me because I don't want to fall off that damn bike. So I'm like, okay, so let me lose some of this weight so I can get on the bike. Scott mostly just works out now, Matt. Like, he goes to the gym. He bikes sometimes, but he lives in New York. He damn near walk everywhere. You know what I'm saying? New York, you really don't really need a vehicle. He even walking or biking where he need to go. But that's really what made me lose it. And I want to tell you, I was watching the episode of Dexter, and not even Dexter, but Dexter did have something to do with it. But we had this guy that when I worked at one of my jobs back then, he was real big, and I'll never forget when he passed away. I remember his wife telling him, like, he was on the breathing machine and she could just hear him breathing, you know what I'm saying? And it made me feel like some type of way. Like, I'm just like, man, I don't want to be, like, I know I'm going to die. Everybody dies. I'm not scared of that. I'm scared of suffering when I die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all, but I've almost drowned once. Breathing, not being able to breathe is the worst feeling in the world, bro. Let me tell you.
Let
me tell you that shit. That shit is not fun.
I panic like a motherfucker. I was looking around like, what the?
You want to know how almost you can ask Justin, son. This is it's funny as shit, but then we went to Six Flags. And the tubes that you go down the lazy river with, you know how when you lay them flat, they're like a donut, right? Like this.
Yeah.
Well, my fat ass tried to jump through one. It got stuck like this. So half of my body in the water, my other half like this, and I couldn't flip it up.
Right.
I was taking in water. My dad must have saw me, and he flipped it back down. And I remember, I remember going like that. And my dad was like, what happened? My dad didn't even know I got stuck in the bitch. He just saw me frantic and thought I was bullshit, so he just tipped it over.
Yeah.
And that shit scared me. And
that's like my dad saved me from drowning. That's just a funny thing. But the difference was I was pushed in.
Okay.
And so when I was pushed in, I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. All I felt was some hands grab me. And just, woo, he pulled me out that, but like the cement and all that, where you can say he pulled me all the way onto the surface. This man said,
because when it's your child, you get strength that you never heard about.
Yeah, he sat me down like off the curve of the pool. This man said,
I'm trying to tell you,
you
bro.
all right? You all right? Yeah. I never touched the pool again. I don't know how to swim to this day because I was like, yo, I ain't.
No, you do.
That man Matt said, no wonder my head big. I try to tell you that being I tell people all the time, I'm not scared to die.
All right, fellas.
All right, Scott. Well, I'm about to.
Have a good night.
We all about to dip out anyway.
We about to wrap
up. But I was just saying, and I will leave it at this. I already know I'm going to die. I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared of that at all. I'm scared of suffering when I die. And when I say suffering, I'm talking about, hooked up to a machine where I can't control my breathing and stuff like that. And then diabetes and stuff running my family already. So I don't even want to add it to the list that I probably already got with my problems already. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really made me get on the bike. And you know what's funny? It's truly God working, because I haven't rode that bike for maybe 3 years. Yeah. When we first got in quarantine. In fact, I was going to sell it maybe 2 years ago, but quarantine had us stuck in the house. I had nothing to do. I got on the bike, and it ended up changing my whole shit. So when you think about it, and I think about that all the time, that bike sat right down here for a year, for 4 years and some change, and I was going to sell it. And I swear it was God working, son, because the dude who wanted to buy my bike, I paid maybe like $1,000 for that bike. He wanted me to give it to him for $200. I was like, bro, get up out of here. So
$200?
$200. So I was like, bro, I done updated the tires on it and everything, and I kept it. My first day in quarantine, well, not my first day, maybe like that first weekend, I rode the bike around the neighborhood. I couldn't even make it up my hill right here without getting off the bike. Yeah. Now I can come up the hill with no problem, straight up. Yeah. So it opened up my eyes, because now I go like, well, biking is something I really like to do. I really like to bike. I bike when it's nice outside. I don't bike in the rain and stuff, but it just proved that I can do it when I put my mind to it, So
yeah, that's good shit, bro.
So yeah,
good shit, bro.
So, but same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I say tomorrow, next week, because we can talk about Mortal Kombat.
What? Those were $500 glasses, you asshole.
Split nut shot. Split nut
He's
shot.
not even in the movie. He's not even in the movie. I know, that's so dumb. Bastards, but it's all good. It's all good.
Love you too, Matt. Matt said he love us guys.
Before I go, Ray Fisher said that if Warner Brothers apologized to him, he is open to coming back to do the Flash. And you know Warner Brothers ain't gonna apologize, but
they're not. Look, Warner Brothers probably was like, and they're not gonna apologize. Yeah. They're not gonna do it. But it would be nice. It would be nice if they did, so he could come back because he did such a good job in what you call it.
Ray Fisher's quote, I think where we can start is an acknowledgement and apology of what is clearly publicly known to be an issue. I think that's where the accountability begins.
And you know what? They should apologize. I'm not saying that they shouldn't, because they should apologize to him and Gal Gadot, because they was really bucking him. Your man was really, on behalf of Joss Whedon, acting like a dick. You know, sometimes as a president, you need to come down from that little high horse and be like, we messed up. So I apologize. You know what I'm saying?
I 100% agree. I hope they do it.
Man, I hope they get that shit together.
Me too.
Love y'all. Keep watching. Come back next week. We're going to be back on for Mortal Kombat.
You better tune in on. We're going to get mad.
We're going to get mad, and we're going to Mortal Kombat that ass.
You know what
All right, y'all. Love y'all like a fat kid love cake. Deuces.
Yep, he is.